the garbage truck begins to like rev up and turn around, we're leaving soon.
I'm getting back in the cab.
Yeah, I'll get back
pile,
in.
gasoline all over them. Look at Long John. You have a match?
Whoosh. And he hands you the rest of the matches after he lights the bodies.
Thank you. We should talk about this at some point. I can fix that.
Oh. He runs over to the truck.
In fact, crawl into the back. Let's have a conversation.
Then he crawls into the back.
As we are all leaving, I throw the rest of like the last box or whatever in the part where all the trash is. I assume that's where we're gonna put the boxes, and then we
just throw garbage over it and cover
it.
Yeah.
And as I turn around after they light the bodies, I'm just gonna kind of stare at the fire, and then sort of wake up from the engine going and hop onto the side of the truck and just boom.
Are you having flashbacks of Nam?
No.
Before it even happened.
It's not it's not fear in his eyes. He's just like staring at it, sort of like longingly. And then
so you guys head on out.
Yeah, just gonna go get lost and stop us in an alley somewhere so we can talk and figure out our plans.
Okay. Give me
a few minutes, right?
I want Dex. Here's what I want you to do. I want Dex and Stealth, but do you have a specialty for Drive?
I do. No, I don't.
Okay.
Could I argue using Streetwise in some way?
Yes, 100%. So I'll let you do. So here's what I'll let you do. You can either do Dex and Drive, Dex and Drive, Composure and Stealth, or Wits and Streetwise. Any one of those three is fine by me.
I'm gonna do Dex and Drive.
Okay.
That's what a hungerless roll looks like.
Yeah. So you get yourself 3 successes. It helps that no one is yet looking for you. That doesn't mean that they won't be, but at the moment you're okay.
So yeah, I get us into an alley that looks like it's got some garbage to get picked up at some point.
Okay.
People are thinking, somebody ought to clean this up someday. And I park the truck there.
Sure.
And okay. What's the plan?
Damn it, I was about to. All right, thanks. We should probably clean the truck first.
Okay, you plan. I'll do that. And I grab like a little squeeze bottle and.
So how long has it been since we left there and gotten to here?
Let's say 10 minutes.
I have done a bit of minor surgery in that time.
Oh, wait, yes. Yeah, you definitely could have.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna take one of the tongues out of the mafia's guys' heads and reattach Long John so he has a working tongue.
Okay. That's gonna be Dex and Medicine.
Mm-hmm. With surgery?
With surgery, and then Long John will actually have to spend some stuff to make it be permanent.
Is he going to have like a mafioso accent now?
I think you also have to spend something to make it permanent.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to.
That is flesh. That would be flesh crafting.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Because you can't just like surgically without disciplines just hand him a tongue and be like, it works.
Rouse check, I guess.
Yeah, so give me a rouse check.
I mean, maybe permanent isn't a good idea. Maybe him having to come back to you every few days to get tongue
to get
reattached
a new tongue.
would be
that is an excellent fucking idea.
Or actually, it occurs to me you don't have to spend for permanence because he's not a vampire, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, no, it's permanent.
Yeah.
No.
I just used fleshcraft and now it's permanent.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's not a vampire?
Nope.
No. He's a goo.
Yep.
He has a dead man's tongue in his mouth, though.
Mmm, sexy.
I totally thought he was a vampire.
And I mean, with 7 successes, it's going to work better than new.
Yeah, he's he's sitting there in the back and he's just going.
Am I there? Can I see this?
Yes.
Gross.
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 At him, not at the surgery.
Yeah, to be like standing in the little doorway between the cab and the back area.
Oh,
just
I
kind
can
of like
lick my lips.
Is he talking again?
Uh-huh.
That's excellent. Eddie goes and sits right in front of him. That's pretty handy, huh? I put the shotgun in his mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
why did you give me a tongue if I gotta blow it off again?
right, I know. That's the point. Get it? That's what I'm doing. Who are they?
I'm gonna.
Pull it out.
Eddie, don't ruin my work, please.
He's like drooling down your gun barrel.
Gross. I pulled it out. I pulled it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, he pulled it out.
Yeah, I pulled it out of his mouth.
Could you please repeat the question? I was distracted.
Who are they?
Pointing at the agent.
Thank you. Okay, I wasn't sure which thing.
Well, that's the only body we have, right? The rest are in the.
We have a bunch of
We took a
bodies.
bunch.
Okay,
You
then I make
have,
We have some
you have a
friends.
variety of pieces
go-
and parts to choose from.
I go. Who are they?
A
And I go,
cornucopia of corpses.
I throw one of the mafiosos off of the agent. No, it's them. Who is one of these? Who are these people?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know that they are not G-men. We've seen them
Okay.
around.
Are they Zhao's?
No.
All right. This is good to know.
Those are not Tony's men specifically, but part of the same family.
The Cosa Nostra or
Yes,
these?
the Cosa Nostra.
The Cosa Nostra.
And then the agents are from a group we don't know very much about.
Oh, we can fix that. I mean, we have that one right there.
I'll tell you now, I was excited to get to interact with them because this is the closest we've ever come, or rather, this is the first time we've ever successfully dealt with them. Every other attempt to meet these individuals has ended with the death of comrades, disaster, calamity, chaos.
Well
You-
equipped.
you have succeeded at something that so far we have failed at. Which is why I was pushing you. I hope that's okay.
I think we can work with it.
So I get back in after cleaning the front of my truck. And also just generally around, like any bits of blood for dragging multiple bodies into my vehicle. Just clean up the outside.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have, like, soapy water, so you're doing your best with, like, discarded newspapers and shit.
Well, by the end of it, I'm, like, emptying out the last of a, like, soda pop bottle to just wet it up and clean it off. Like, I use up every liquid that I've been keeping in this vehicle.
Yeah.
to clean it off.
You can... what turns out to be most effective, actually, is kerosene. You just have to let it dry.
I don't have much of that in here. But
Fair. So yeah, you've got the truck mostly clean. Clean enough at the very least that anyone who looks at it is just going to assume that it's like garbage truck mess and not human mess.
yeah. It was the will of Cain.
So, Long John, Zhao has no control over these men.
No. In fact, I don't think Zhao would have sent you here if she had a reasonable expectation that they would show up. Her forays into the docks are not as strong as she would like people to believe.
So we have done her a great favor in this case.
Yeah, but she won't be able to admit that.
Not out loud.
No.
So we take a favor with grace.
Yes. She's struggling more than she would tell people. But the Camarilla has been putting the screws to her pretty bad. They keep encroaching on her territory. She's not friends of them.
This is good to know.
We might have just bought ourselves a friend then.
Maybe. Who's to say? The problem is, she is squirrely. When Benny suggested you head down there, he didn't expect it would turn into this.
What is she?
She's a vampire or something, but emphasis on the or something.
Not Camarilla.
Not Camarilla. She's independent.
Anarch.
She's not Sabbat, she's not Anarch, she's not Camarilla. She's her own thing.
There aren't many of those. But when they are and they're able to survive, they're strong.
Which she is, but every
She can only
day...
stand for so long, yeah.
Well, and every day she keeps coming up against more and more and more threats to her domain.
So she could be a useful tool for us, but we have to be careful for the sword cuts both ways.
Yeah. Essentially, if you think she's a useful tool for you, imagine how she views you guys. Look, Benny sent me here because he heard at the last minute that there was probably something going down. He didn't realize that you had been sent out here for Zhao until it was too late. He's actually waiting back at the hotel for us to get there. He wanted to make sure that everything was all right and that he hadn't accidentally sent you guys into, a trap.
Who know why they were here? The agents.
Well,
because they did not show up after a commotion. They showed up seconds after gunfire.
the agents,
They were already there.
you'd have
They were
to
already close.
you'd have to ask them exactly what the
Which
deal
we
is.
can do.
Yeah, but the agents are already patrolling the area. The agents are,
Why?
well, ask him. Whenever we try to talk to them, all we get is talk of aberrant this and
An abomination.
abomination
really
that,
heard the
breaches of some kind of code or law. They don't like us, and they seem to be able to tell who we are.
How do they?
Ivan.
Sorry, go on.
Ivan, poke him.
Perhaps we should wait until we get back to our place and do it at leisure.
That does make sense.
My last question before I'm done. Do we know their relationship with the Camarilla?
What, the agents?
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't think you understand. They don't like anybody.
Good. That's what I was hoping for. And I'll just get back in the driver's seat and wait till everyone else is ready.
All right. On the way back to the hotel, I would like to closer inspect their guns. I guess using my firearms, try to really sort of figure out what makes them special. If it is just the bullets, if it is the way that the guns are, if it is the inside of them. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure.
Or kind of thing.
Give me intelligence and firearms.
I am not the smartest man. 3.
I am not a clever man. Okay. It looks like a gun. Like it looks like a regular gun. You can't figure out what makes it do different shit. The spring is maybe a little tighter than normal. The action is like properly tuned, but like you can't. There's nothing in here that's special. It's just a gun.
What about the ammunition? Is the ammunition the same?
Well, you'd have to. It looks the same. You'd have to like take the bullets apart.
I'll wait till we. Yeah, I would need like crafting for that. I'll wait till we get home. I don't want to have it explode in my face in the middle of driving the car. They froze again, didn't they?
Yes, we did. I mean, I'm still here.
Sorry, guys. There you go. You're back.
That's bad.
All right. So then I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So you guys head on back to the hotel, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can be sure no one's following us, I believe, because once we're getting close-ish to the hotel, we're kind of just on open road, and we can see everyone else on the road, right?
Accurate. And there is literally no one behind you.
Okay.
Before we would get out of the city too far, I would like to knock on the thing and tell Isaac, pull over to a payphone, please.
I'll do so.
You find a petrol station.
I get out and stand next to him.
Oh, Ivan is also going to change out of his ruined clothes into he'll piecemeal some clothing that is not all wrecked up from the bottoms.
I'll give you my jacket because he wears like a big, heavy jacket to kind of cover up any like dirty deeds.
Oh, no, you can get a unmarred outfit out of all the corpses. That's not a problem.
Oh, okay.
Ivan, are you still looking like a...
Yes.
Okay, so you head over to a payphone.
He's going to call the hotel.
Smart.
Okay, hang on one sec.
I'm going to be with him because he's hurt. Just in case.
Okay, you call the hotel and it rings twice and then you hear, hello.
Hello, Sebastian.
Oh, hello.
How are we on occupancy currently?
We have 2 free rooms.
So does that mean 2 people? Oh, I'm not there. Never mind.
Right, we need to...
Both families checked out.
This is good. Get the other rooms empty. Tell them it's bed bugs, perhaps. Apologize, refund them, but we need the place cleared.
Okay, that will potentially harm our reputation. But...
Think of another reason. Gas leak.
Move all of them to one side of the hotel.
Da.
This is going to be loud.
Gas leak. Okay, will do. On it, boss. And you can't see him, but he does on his end, salute. And then he hangs up the phone.
Good. We will not be disturbed by people making noise. Let us go.
Right. So yeah, do I go? I guess we go back to the hotel.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you guys make it back to the hotel, which is super cool.
Behind the building. Definitely.
Okay. You get back to the hotel, and you actually see a couple things. One, you see Benny's car out front. You can see Benny in the lobby. And secondly, you can see most of the other cars are gone from the hotel, except that Sebastian is arguing with, there's a woman there, who was the lone woman in the last apartment down on the end. And she's shouting at him, "What do you mean there's a gas leak? I have some very important people coming to meet me later tonight. I have to be here." He's saying, "Please, Mim, understand there is gas leak. It is very dangerous." And they're
Diana, did you want to
going back and forth.
I'm gonna
Find out who she is. I don't trust her.
I'm gonna walk up. Sebastian, dear, have you cleared the hotel?
I'm working on it, but this woman, she will not go.
Ma'am, you do understand that it's for your safety.
Safety, nothing. I know when there's a gas leak and when there isn't. I can smell that there is no gas, and I have some very important people coming to meet me this very evening. I have to be here. It's a matter of business.
Well, you'll just have to reschedule your meeting and tell them to meet you somewhere else because it is not safe here. You must leave, and I will dominate.
Okay. Give me a roll.
So I will compel her. Oh, that was just the text. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. Boop.
Oh, okay. What she does, she says, "Okay, fine, but I'm not happy about it." And she gets in her car and she drives away. Sebastian looks at you and says, "Thank you very much."
Well, and thank you, Sebastian.
Of
Clearing
course.
it had to not this thing. We appreciate that you did so.
Well, you know, I aim to please. And
You do so very well.
he starts heading back over towards the lobby.
I walk with him.
Ivan, where do you want all of the dead ones?
Let's see. I'll leave them there presently. We will deal with the awake one first. Benny. Hello.
Yeah, I guess so. Are we all gonna kind of join together and converse with Benny?
Yeah.
Yes.
It sort of
Yeah.
seemed like that's what was likely to happen. By the way, Throck, just to let you know, it says drop frames 270.7%. I don't know if that's a lot or a little. Just to answer your question.
It's a lot.
Okay, so that's what's happening. Okay, so you guys head on over to the lobby, and in the lobby, you see Benny. For those of you who have not met Benny before, or for anyone who's watching this who has not met Benny before, although I think our technical issues may have scared away most of the people who aren't actually in the game, which, that's fine.
That's what the post stream is for.
Yeah. Benny is an immaculately well-dressed, tall black man. He carries an instrument case, which currently is leaning up against the main desk. Tonight he has with him a trombone, and he is wearing a dark overcoat over top of a black suit with a red tie, and he is standing and waiting as you guys walk in.
Oh, right. So I look like a dock worker.
Yeah.
And I just spoke like Ivan. Right. Okay. That'll be interesting.
Hello. I don't know that we've met.
Oh, you have actually. Ivan, fix your face.
It will take time. I have other things to do in the meantime.
True. It is Ivan. He is an artist.
I see.
Well, have you not noticed the change in Sebastian?
That's Sebastian?
That's Sebastian.
He thought we killed him.
I did, actually.
No, that is Sebastian.
Huh. I just assumed that Russians grow on trees, and you simply found another one.
That's racist.
It is.
This is the 40s.
You'll just have to deal with it. So,
No, they grow out of the ground like potatoes.
okay.
You would know.
Where's Long John? And Long John will actually like kind of muscle in from behind the rest of you guys and go, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm here. And Benny pauses for a moment.
Oh, he has a tongue now.
Did you, Ivan?
Ivan did that, yes.
Long John, come here. And Long John looks sad and sort of dejected, and he walks over to Benny. And Benny looks at him and says, open your mouth. And Long John opens his mouth. And Benny reaches in, grabs the tongue, pulls, and Long John flops onto the floor in pain, clutching at his now bleeding mouth. That's my toy. Hands off.
Can Ivan at least stop the bleeding?
He'll stop on his own.
My apologies.
I'm sure it helped you at the time, but understand, he can't talk, so he can't tell people things he shouldn't tell them.
This is understandable.
He has a habit. He's extremely useful to me, but he's also a little too friendly.
A liability.
Long John, and Long John looks up at him, and through tears and blood, ah! And Benny looks at him and says, you knew what would happen, didn't you? Uh-huh. Go to the car. And he stands up and makes his way slowly, just dripping blood, out to his car.
Bastion, clean up the mess.
You will later.
Sebastian like gets a mop, silently. after having seen what he just saw.
Ivan has just the tiniest smile.
So, what would you guys like to know? I have a lot of information for you, but I don't really know where to start. It seems like you've had a pretty busy evening.
Those men in the glasses. What do you know of them?
I know that there's some kind of government-funded agency that is trying to wipe out our kind, but beyond that, I couldn't tell you much of anything.
Are they hunters? Actual hunters?
It's hard to say exactly what you would call an actual hunter or even a hunter. I'll tell you this. From mopping up around a couple of different locations in town, the Cam don't like him very much. They're pretty afraid of him.
Do you have
Well, at least there's that.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You don't much care for us, do you?
I don't care one way or the other. If you guys get the job done, great. If you don't get the job done, there'll be more.
Perhaps we can help that along some. We brought you a present.
Yeah? What you got?
And just gesture back to the truck for Isaac or Eddie.
Yeah, I'll
I'm going with Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go.
Shall we? Let's have a conversation.
Sure. Look, I got a gig in about 2 hours, but before that, I'm all yours.
This will be worth your time.
I hope so. And he follows you guys out to the truck.
Living agent out, and I'm holding him up by his neck.
Whoa! You got one of them boys?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and I'm like holding his feet since he's, totally limp otherwise.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he can't fight back.
You think you guys can get something out of him?
Oh, without question.
That's certainly the goal.
Good.
Just give
Let's
us
take him
time.
to the chapel, shall we?
Every time we run into them, they just keep shouting out about abominations and breaking of codes and strictures or something.
Well, when you give a very specific command for information, the brainwashing wears off a bit.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
We'll certainly try at least.
What else do you guys want to know? How'd it go? So, I mean, you guys are alive. Did you succeed? I tried to send Long John along, hoping that you wouldn't get too badly messed up down there.
Yeah, we have 3 of her crates. We have a bunch of additional crates. Not sure what's in them, but we have them. All of the men at the docks were dead, along with a number of the agents who came after. Actually, all of the agents other than this one who came after us.
Wow. Okay.
And all of the bodies are, well, other than the ones we burned, are in the truck.
Ming Zhao, she, I don't think she realized exactly what she was sending you guys into. See, the Cosa Nostra, they've recently been taken over by an awful lot of the Camarilla. So her turf wars with them are actually turf wars with the Camarilla, and I'm not even sure she's aware of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's information we can at least hold over her.
So that Big Tony is one of the Camarilla now.
Not. He is and he isn't. He takes orders from people who take orders from people who take orders who are under the sway of agents of the Camarilla.
But he's not a ghoul.
Big Tony?
Yeah.
He might be. Some of these guys, they get turned into ghouls without necessarily knowing it. See, you don't have to feed from a vampire directly.
Yeah. If we were to, in your best guess, if we were to take Big Tony, either put him in the dirt or put him in our pocket, who do you think would notice?
Oh, a lot of people. But I do think you should do it anyway. See, Big Tony's a big problem. Not just for me personally, although I would consider it a personal favor, and I would owe you one. One, but a big one. But Big Tony, he works for a guy who works for a guy who works for a guy who you guys probably want to try to take care of. Only way to get through there is to start at the bottom and work your way up. Now, clearly you can handle all of his moblings, but the guy himself, he's probably worth the hassle. And I happen to know where he's going to be tonight.
That sounds wonderful. Who is he?
Who is he?
You keep saying, oh, you mean Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, you had said the tiny baba, right?
Normally, yeah. But see, I got a gig at another place. It's called the Glass Slipper. 2 hours from now, I'm supposed to be leading my band. That's good, because it means I'll be public. No one's going to see me. Or, well, everyone's going to see me.
That's the point.
Right.
Right.
You guys go in. He's going to be doing some business with somebody in the back room upstairs.
And so
That's the Glass Slipper.
not
Exactly.
being responsible at all whatsoever.
Exactly. Helps to keep my cover. See, all these cats around town, they just know me as Benny the Fish, band leader and janitor by day. They don't know exactly what I can do, what I see, what I know.
Nobody notices the help.
That's the idea. Certainly no one notices me. So, what I'm thinking, we go in, I strike up the band. About halfway through the first set, you guys head on up the back way, take out Tony, whoever he's having a conversation with at the time, and then I think we got ourselves some real leverage to move on in on the rest of the Cosa Nostra. Plus, gives you a bit of an in with Zhao. Plus, you got her crates back. What does she even have in those things anyway, by the way? Do we know?
Haven't
Let's
looked yet.
find out.
Like to see.
You want me to go grab one? All right.
To be honest, I actually don't want to be around when you open up whatever it is she brings in from wherever. Ming Zhao is a lady who likes things that can't be reasonably explained by good Christian principles. Let me just say that. So,
Those crates might have living things in them.
or,
So if it's anything like it wasn't back in the office building, it's just a bunch of knickknacks.
yeah, those knickknacks. Be careful about those. That's all
They're
I
not what they
can say.
appear.
Look, I just hear rumors, okay? I haven't seen them firsthand. But what I have heard is that they've got something to do with the Great Beyond. Some kind of link or something. I don't know if she uses them in rituals. I don't know if she shrinks heads down and shoves them inside, drinks the brains out. I don't know exactly what she does with them. But I know that she wants them bad enough to send people who might die to go get them. I know she wants them bad enough that she's willing to go to war with the Cosa Nostra for them. And I know that whatever it is that they do, little whisperings I hear from the Camarilla, they ain't good.
So maybe keeping a few wouldn't be a bad idea.
I wouldn't keep any, personally. I wouldn't keep them longer than necessary.
If we want to keep her in our pocket, we better not even open them, to be quite honest with you. She'll notice.
She might.
Depends on how we want to go.
I don't like handing a possible enemy a weapon that I know nothing about.
Well, if it's something you know nothing about, how do you even know it's a weapon? See?
Yeah.
I just assume.
Xiao strikes me as someone that cares more about respect than most anything else.
I think she cares more about power. And victory.
Respect is power.
Hey. Basically, the question is, do we open them right now? Yes or no? That is a question for the Ductus. After that, do we give them to her before or after we also bring the head of Tony?
I say all at once for Tony. Tony and the boxes.
I think that would be a good show.
If
Oh,
we
you
take
sent us to do
control of
this?
Tony.
Here's your problem laid out on a plate.
Well, if we take control of Tony, that is no longer a problem.
Also that.
Or it's a distraction for her.
Oh, you're not going to want to take control of Tony. You're going to want to take control of whoever replaces Tony.
Any idea of who that would be?
Not right now. See,
Okay.
it depends on who's still alive by the time you guys are done dealing with him. I'm not saying you got to kill Tony, but Tony being around means that people can try to depend upon the status quo. I'm pretty sure that Tony himself is currently under the thumb of 5 or 6 different people. You sever that contact, whoever comes in new, make sure you're the first ones to see him, and then everyone else who tries to reestablish contact afterwards, they're going through you.
I like it.
Everyone in this city who is already established is bad for us. We need new things. We
Exactly.
need to break
We
things
need the
up.
hungry ones. How
That's
does
kinda-
Cosa Nostra work? If a leader is killed, do they bring in someone else? Do they promote from within?
It depends on, well, exactly how well liked the people within that leader's crew are. See, sometimes a leader happens to run a crew that maybe doesn't go quite the way everyone else would like them to go. And so if that leader dies, then maybe they send in one from a different crew. However, if that crew is one that everyone seems to like, then maybe that person gets the nod and they get a bump. It really depends from situation to situation. I'll be honest, I don't know enough about each one of their people to be able to predict it.
It's fine.
Perhaps we get a hold of one of his lieutenants, and we promote him.
Oh, that's the thing. Big Tony, he is just a lieutenant.
So you get one of the wise guys.
Yeah, he's not actually all that big a guy, Big Tony.
No, we're coming right up from the bottom.
The
Yeah.
reason why Tony is such a big deal is because he just happens to be properly positioned, given where his territory is, and given the people who seem to want to make time with him. That he's the perfect linchpin to go after the rest of the Cosa Nostra.
He has enough of the connections, enough of the well placed in the right place at the right time.
That, and also he's a sniveling coward, and he does whatever people who he thinks are stronger than him tell him to do.
Oh, that's cute. He'll listen to us very well then.
It doesn't matter, we'll kill him. But
Oh,
the
well,
people
we'll
in
get
the
his
movie,
info first.
Who has to know he's dead?
Publicly, he should seem dead. I mean, if you want to brainwash and put him back right back in, that's up to you. But everyone has to think he's dead.
Ooh, ooh,
What
ooh, ooh.
if they do not think he is dead and they think that he is just the same as he has been, but it's not Tony?
Oh, you mean replacing
Ivan
Tony
points-
with a
like,
fake Tony?
points to himself.
Interesting. The person in that role, though, would be expected to know things that person could not actually know. Say someone comes in calling in a favor that Tony would know about, but that person might not. That could get dangerous real fast.
Ivan,
Yes.
do you remember hearing on the radio a while back about that Paramount executive who was found outside in pieces?
Yes.
Why don't we make it seem like it's the same guy?
A copycat. Or, well...
Well, a copycat or the original.
It lacked elegance, but
But
I can do that easily.
it also feeds the fear in the city. Anything that can make it more unstable would help us.
And this would be public, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
very public. Dumped outside his club for all to see.
I could do that pretty quickly.
I will handle it.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
So we want to deal with our little agent man and then figure out a plan for Tony.
Secret agent man. Yes.
As Isaac wiggles him around.
Actually, he's slumping against the truck now. I've just left him
And
there.
Isaac,
Drawing with a Sharpie on my mask.
let's leave the crates for now. We have a little bit of time at least to think about it.
What about the bodies?
I will attend to them later.
They might be useful for something.
I
Yeah.
have a plan.
By the way, if I were you, I wouldn't bring that garbage truck out again tonight.
Oh, no.
We have a
Fortunately,
completely
we have.
inconspicuous taxi.
Exactly.
Completely unsuspicious.
You painted it over, right?
Yes, and I did an excellent job. Me and Isaac.
Oh, no, I mean after that.
How many
I
people
need
can
to
you
think
fit in that
again.
taxi?
100 clowns.
3, 4, 5, 6, trunk 7.
2 in the front, 3 in the back, and,
Roxy in the trunk.
well,
I'm okay with that.
perfect.
You think?
Okay.
And I turn my candy skull mask back towards the pack, and it's now all green with 2 gray like stripes on the sides and black on the top. Basically, I've turned my candy skull mask into the Frankenstein mask.
Oh, Frankenstein. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am afraid I'm going to have to call for a bit of a pause, and I know that we've had all sorts of technical issues and whatnot, but I have a mighty need that I must take care of. So, I apologize. So we're going to take a bit of a break. When we come back, interrogation, and then deal with Big Tony. That sound about right?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got a pretty big set of plans coming up. So please do stick with us. But otherwise, the episode will be up in its entirety later. And depending on how squirrely I feel, I may try to go through and see if I can edit out some of the bits. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so that being said, then I'm gonna put the BRB back up. Get rid of the countdown. Get rid of the soon. There we go.
Imagine that this interrogation is probably just going to be interrogation setup. It'll probably take a long time to really get what we want out of this person. It'll probably be
You're funny. It's going to take a long time.
Well, I want you guys to talk your way through it and try to come up with a plan, and then when we come back, we will we'll see what we can get done. So, thank you very much, and we will return as soon as we possibly can.
Yay!
Sergeant First Class Mark Wood. Sergeant First Class Mark Wood. Sergeant First Class Mark Wood.
Like a call to arms. He loves that song.
It is, but it's also like the Nazi theme song right now. So it's like, ooh.
Yeah, so let's not.
Oh.
I mean,
It's
he's
also Daniel Bryan's entry music for what it's worth. So,
Yeah,
at
well,
least
that's so
pretty sure
much
it is.
later than the 1940s.
I think Eddie's probably killed enough Nazis to be allowed to unironically.
Are we back in?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
I had a feeling.
Mwahaha!
Guys, you should know this by now.
I like candid moments. Okay.
This was the part before the stream where I was supposed to rub butter on my nipples, but I guess if we're starting, I guess
Yeah, well,
yeah.
and next time,
I guess
remember,
we're-
you have to be
but,
naked from the waist down with a bucket of fried chicken in front.
that's
No,
true.
you have to use Dalewood oleo margarine.
Yes, Dalewood
Damn,
Oreo
what?
margarine.
There's 9,500 calories of nutrition.
9,000 BTUs or whatever it was.
BTU.
Hey
It
guys,
generates heat. It's so powerful.
welcome Carver Bear.
Yeah. Yes. So that was the Build-A-Bear she made of my old character from back in the day. Also named Carver, which is why it was weird. Okay.
I'm going to love him and squeeze him forever and ever.
And then she paused, and then okay. So hopefully we'll be all right. Yes, feeling good.
I'll drag the living agent up to the chapel. Is that correct? Is
Yep,
that where we
chapel.
want him?
Yes.
Yes, that's our fun house.
Yep.
I'll set him there. And I'm going to tie him to the chair. I know he's entirely incapable of doing anything, but I don't care. I'm going to tie him to the chair. Each leg is tied to one leg of the chair, and his arms are tied to his sides so we can see his hands. And then I will nail the chair to the floor, make sure it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
We have 2 hours, you said, or about an hour and a half, right?
Then he has to leave. We can
Well,
do whatever.
the
However
gig starts in about 2 hours.
And we're supposed to go about halfway through his gig, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably like, okay. Then I think that's enough time. We are out of Blood Fountain, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Blood Fountain died.
Who?
You can suck
Doctor
on the
The
corpses.
Oh, it's not as good though.
It is good, but
Ductus and Priest. Would you two like myself and I guess myself and Roxy to go and fetch more people?
No,
I was thinking
let's
some simple snatch and grabs by a couple of bars or something, like literally just kidnapping.
just
I mean,
bring the
I'm
corpses
alright.
for now. It's
Just
not
a little kidnapping.
Just
it's
quick.
not terribly nutritious, but it will do the job until later. I
This
need
this
to.
can sustain.
We're also about to go to a club, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I mean. I'd rather all of our tanks be full before we go. I have the rest of my body
I'm good.
now gave me, but
I'm fine.
Just bring me corpses. I don't care.
okay, no problem.
And by the way, you guys notice Benny is actively avoiding any gore, any blood. Like he's very
Gotta be
careful with his movements.
That's gonna be hard in the chapel because the chapel is mostly gore at this point.
Yeah,
Wh-
he's sort of like standing at the threshold.
When I walk past him, I don't say anything, but really quick, subtly as I walk by, I just point down by his foot as if he stepped in something, and then I keep walking past.
He does not look.
He gets no humor from it on the outside, but on the inside.
Brock is working on a Dalewood oleo margarine shirt.
I
I'm
have.
going to get one.
Dale,
Sorry.
oleo margarine.
I will say I
Dalewood
have seen
oleo
some
margarine.
designs, and it is special.
I'm so excited.
Right.
All right, so we're in the chapel for some torture. Let's go.
Yep.
I'll
I'm
do
just going to stand in.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just going to stand in front of the agent. What is your name?
My name is fuck you, Aberrant.
Ooh.
Look down.
He's staring you right in the eyes right now.
Oh, I grab the back of his head and force him to look down.
Then he looks down.
He just takes a scalpel and draws a nice slit up the thigh.
Okay.
He won't feel it, though.
Correct.
You don't feel that, correct?
Fuck you, aberrant.
Does it again. Every time I don't get an answer I want, there will be a cut. At the end of this, I will reconnect your spine. You will feel everything.
I'm already dead.
Technically untrue.
No, there are far
I
worse
imagine
things
that
in this
gives
world than
us
death.
For most of us.
I'm one of them.
On that, we agree.
See? We are building rapport already. Very good. Now, what is your name?
Fuck you, aberrant.
Ivan.
Is that his last name?
Mr. Aberrant. Excellent.
He's a little hungry. Can I feed him?
That's an excellent idea.
And I'll kind of walk around to his face and be like, "You're hungry." I'll rip his head back and
Hold
force the blood down his throat.
Interesting. Okay. Make your compel roll.
Meanwhile, I would like to be emptying some of the bottles of liquor that we've had. Some of the bottles I leave with a little bit of liquor in them, and I'm filling all these bottles with as much of this blood before it fully coagulates, I guess, so that they can drink it when they need to. We don't have any anticoagulants, so I don't know how to do that.
We sure do, though.
We do?
We have
I
vodka.
didn't have medical supplies.
Is that an
Oh,
anticoagulant? Is
Yeah.
alcohol an anti? Well, then
It's
that's
not the
perfect. Then
best
it's all
one.
going to be mixed in with a little bit of vodka. I'm making a bunch of blood vodka, as many bottles as I can.
Perfect for Roxy.
Perfect for Roxy. Yep. And
You know, add in some pixie sticks, and you've got some rip roaring swamp gas. All right. So,
Deep.
all right. So you compel him, and your compulsion was you are hungry.
I said, drink it. And put it in his mouth.
Okay.
Or drink up or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he'll drink.
Oh, such a good boy.
Yeah. What exactly was that supposed to do?
You'll find out in a few days.
I'm not gonna be here in a few days.
Oh, isn't he cute?
Hold him, please.
I got
Hold.
it.
And Ivan is hold the mouth open.
Yeah.
Ivan's going to go in there and make sure that there's no false teeth.
Okay, how do you go about doing that?
Take them all out, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take him out. Jeez.
Take them all
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
So he'll
Give
just
it back
start
later if
slowly
you
pulling
want.
teeth out.
he can feel that, by the way. 'Cause
Yes.
Oh, yes, he can.
he can still move his muscles. At this
After
Let's
the
see.
second one, he passes out. He makes it through 2 before passing out.
Wake him up. Just jangle a nerve like by twinging.
Core warning.
It'll wake him back up. It won't be a
Core.
great wake up.
Oh yeah, just to remind everybody, hey, this is the Sabbat. The Sabbat gets gory and bloody. If you don't really care for that,
Sorry.
please feel free to check out the Anarch game on Tuesdays or the Camarilla game on Wednesdays. We'd very much like for you to share in our vampiric fantasies. But at the same time, sometimes it's going to get a little messy. All right, continue.
So if he passes out every 2, we'll do this 16 times since he has 32 teeth in his head. Assumedly.
Yeah.
After the first set, actually, he manages to stay awake for all of the rest. Once you wake him up again, he manages to stay awake for all of the rest. Someone give me I don't even know what that would be.
All
Psychology.
right. Were any of them fake teeth? Or
Hang on.
when you get back. Because you're frozen.
Oh, god damn it!
There we go. Now you're back.
That's so frustrating because I can see everything. Okay, so someone give me intelligence and.
Well, I would check the teeth just by breaking them.
No. That's not what this is for.
If,
Intelligence and academics, actually.
On it.
Oh,
I mean,
I have
I'll do it.
none.
Not to me.
I don't think I'm as good, but
Okay.
but let Ivan, because I know Ivan was too.
Okay. Ivan, you get the suspicion that his passing out was a matter of training.
Ah. Interesting.
So once he sees that you can wake him up, he just stays awake. None of the teeth are fake.
Okay. To check that, I take each one, stick it in my mouth, break it, and swallow the bits.
Little microb lunch there. Yeah, not a problem. I mean, it's a terrible problem. You're gonna vomit those up, but
Yeah, that's fine.
but you are able to make your way through them. They do a number on your own teeth, which you'll be able to heal. What I'm going to say, go ahead, take 2 levels of superficial damage.
Okay.
Don't forget you're still jacked.
Yes, you are.
Grr.
And you've got about an hour before you need to get that shit out of your body.
Can I voluntarily do that?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay. I'll hang around for a little while and do that later.
Okay. So now he's sitting there with a bloody gob full of mess.
Tell me, have you ever heard the story of Prometheus?
Uh-huh.
Please enlighten me. What happens to Prometheus?
Hang it out. Over.
Right, let me
Over.
help you. Over and over again, that's correct. We have plenty of materials. We can hurt you and cut you and put you in pieces, and I put you back together every time. Over.
Fuck you, Diablerie.
Wow, he's really narcissistic. He keeps saying his name over and over again.
Over and over. It's fascinating. No one lasts forever. Right then. But we have more pressing business currently. Gianna, if you could assist him.
Are we running errands then? What is your name? And to tell me his name.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you just win these.
Cool.
We got all the time.
Yeah, you have plenty of time, and you've made him drink your blood, and you've tortured the shit out of him. He hasn't you haven't broken his will necessarily, but as far as Dominate's concerned, he's just not going to have much to do about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ivan, could we get him some new teeth? Apparently he's having a hard time talking.
Absolutely. One moment. Let me see. And pointing at the bodies of the other agents. And looking.
You hear it, and I hand Ivan a head.
This also works.
Spare set of teeth for you, sir.
I'm trying to catch some of the blood that's falling out from the head into one of the bottles. Hey, come on. He's using that one.
Let's see, who was this? Was this a friend of yours?
Oh yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was an agent.
He keeps saying his name.
Yeah.
Well, what he wanted to be.
Right, and replace just enough teeth so he can talk easier. Or understandably so, anyway.
Put some molars in his front teeth. Like, you put them in the wrong spots.
I like this.
Now I gotta figure out what that sounds like.
Okay.
Oh, no, he wants to make it so he can
Yeah.
be
Now we need him
understood.
to talk properly.
Okay, then you're gonna end up having to give him some amalgamation of a regular set of teeth.
Fine. So, name.
John Atwood.
Good. Someone write
Excellent.
this all in the notes.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Atwood, who do you work for?
The people.
Who do you work for? What is the name of the organization?
Section 32.
And who do they report to?
Field office.
Which is there?
Address.
My field office is at the docks. You just killed us all. There's no one there now.
Is there equipment there?
Nothing you can use.
Tell
Is
me, how do you know who we are?
I can see right through you, aberrant.
How?
Ooh, Ivan, does he have special eyes?
Is it
Wizard
your
eyes.
eyes?
Well, you know what eyes are supposed to look like. Can you check?
Oh, I'm asking him first. Is he just stone facing me?
Yeah, he will answer 0 questions from anyone except the person dominating him.
Oh, okay.
How can you see us?
Our glasses.
Doctors, ask him how the bullets are made and how the guns are made.
Are the guns special?
Yes.
And are the bullets special?
Yes.
Are they made at your field office?
No.
How are they special, doctors?
How are they made? How can we reproduce them?
How are the guns made?
I don't know. I don't make them. But he will look over at Ivan. But I'll bet you know how they're special. Aberrant. And he will spit a gob of blood at you.
Oh no, we hate blood.
I reach forward and break his nose.
I thought you were gonna say his neck, and I was like, why? What the fuck?
No,
Okay, you break his nose.
you do not disrespect the priest.
How do you break his nose? Do you just like got your nose?
I like
snap.
smush. Like
Ooh.
You can probably just flick it at this point.
Okay, I mean, so
Grant
he
and just
will scream, and as you do that, his eyes swell up pretty badly too.
Let me see that. And Ivan will smooth it all back into place.
As he screams.
So we don't know where. He didn't say where or how the guns are made.
Do you know where the guns are made?
Somewhere else.
Oh, now we're getting cute.
Who provides them to him?
That is the truth. If he's answering me, that's what he actually knows.
Okay.
And ask him, what is so special about them?
He
What
doesn't-
is so special about the guns and bullets?
Your kind of aberrant doesn't like the sun.
No shit.
Can, just an out of game thing, can we assume that if we ask a question, Gianna's repeating it?
Yes. Can we
no.
please do that?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
No, I need Gianna to repeat it. It
Got it.
may make a difference.
Okay. Let's see. What
The power
about
of the
them replicates the sun?
How do you get the power of the sun in a gun?
Capri Sun.
I
Stick it through.
don't make them.
So you don't know how it works.
Correct. I just know it hurts you if I shoot you.
When were you supplied these weapons and where?
When were you supplied the weapons? And where did you get them from?
Upon achieving field agent status, standard issue sidearm.
Is the gun you had?
Yes.
Did you get anything else as standard issue?
Yes.
What?
Flashlight, sunglasses, name and ID badge.
Where is your ID?
In my back pocket.
I reach in and yank that out and hand it to Gianna.
Thank you for the follow!
Why does your blood tingle when I taste it?
I don't know. I haven't drunk my blood before.
Why is your blood different than other mortal blood?
I wouldn't know.
Were you experimented on medically before becoming a field agent?
Not in any way I'm aware of.
Where was your where were you trained? Where was the grounds at which you achieved your training?
Where did you do your training to become a field agent?
I don't know. It was kept secret even from us. Blindfold in, blindfold out, delivered to field office when done.
Oh, these people are good. They know exactly what kind of enemy they're facing.
Was it by boat that you traveled? Was it by plane? Was it by car? Was it by rail? How did you
Yes.
travel between?
Yes.
He just said yes.
One
Was
at a
it
time.
by boat?
Boat and rail to get there. Air and car to leave.
It might not even be on the continent.
That might be a confusion thing too.
True.
Yeah.
Let me see.
What is your mission?
How do you... Very good.
What is your mission as a field agent?
Root out and destroy aberrants. Mark hives and destroy aberrants. Find the chains of power and influence and use them to destroy aberrants.
How do you mark hives?
What does aberrance mean?
You.
And only us.
Anything like you. You're a kind of necrotic aberrant. But there are others.
What do you call werewolves? Hey, Ductus, ask him what he calls werewolves. Hey, what do you call werewolves?
Do you?
Werewolves, not spherifals.
What do you call the werewolves?
Lycanthropic aberrants.
Ugh. Eddie writes that down. Where do you report when you find Who do you report to?
What is your chain of command to report up? Who do you report to?
I report to my field commander
How?
by
How
talking
do you do so?
to him
Where?
in our field office.
Oh, did
So
we
we
kill
killed him?
Yes.
Do you know who he reported to?
No.
Let's see. How do you ask him how he marks hives?
How do you mark hives?
On a map. You find one, you write it down.
Is your map in your field office?
Yes.
Which dock is your field office on? Give me a number.
He gives you a number. I don't know it off the top of my head what it would
Yeah,
be.
that's fine.
That's fine. How do I get into your field office?
Open the door.
Safety.
Is it trapped?
For you?
Your field.
Probably.
Do you know how to get in without busting the trap?
No.
Let's see.
How do you get in
I
to your own
walk
field
in.
office?
I am not an aberrant.
What kind of traps?
I know how we do this. Is the trap set off by being an aberrant?
I don't know.
Do you know where other field offices are?
No.
Are there other field offices in LA?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Do you know where those field offices are?
No.
They would have to have some idea. That's ridiculous.
No,
Would
it's.
they be on your map?
They work in cells like we do.
Yeah, they are just like us, really. They are perfectly.
Oh, they use the model of us for their own little agency. Is that cute?
No, we used a model of different war tactics for our group. This is a tactic.
I was trying to give us a little bit of credit, Eddie.
Then give it correctly. This is an ancient war tactic. It's simple and effective.
And I'm not exactly what you would call a soldier, am I?
No.
Not even remotely.
Back to you. And I back.
Done.
I believe
other
some of
things
us
to
should
attend
go immediately before there's an investigation of that area, or at least see before that area is completely cleaned out.
Take Sebastian.
Maybe there's a chance.
Yes.
I might. Would you like me to go now?
Yes.
Roxy, you're with me. And I toss
And
toss
Eddie.
2 bottles of blood vodka. Yes.
Eddie, take Sebastian.
Yes, I will. He's gonna walk in first.
Okay.
Actually, as I walk by, I look to Benny. Interested?
Not
He's
at
a
all.
gig.
Okay.
Not even a little.
What did he say?
I said not even a little.
All right. If we're not back by sunup, obviously assume that we're dead. If we're not back within 2 hours, assume that we're dead.
Better be back sooner than that. I'm going to head out
Yeah.
to my gig. We got warm-ups.
I was going to say,
He looks at his watch. He says, it's about 10 o'clock now. Try to be there by around midnight.
We shall be.
Ivan,
Yeah.
Yes.
perfect.
I'm not sure what additional progress we might make this evening. Might we just put a lid on it and go deal with the rest of our doings?
He might die.
We will not die.
He said that he won't last until morning. We still don't know what makes him.
What does he mean by that?
Oh,
I would
Benny,
take out his tongue.
Benny,
Is Benny still here?
Yep. Sorry. I forgot who you were talking to.
Oh, right, because I get it now.
Benny, would Long John be able to stay here until we return?
No, I need him.
Oh, he's in the band.
No, absolutely not. He can't play for shit. But he does help carry everything and set stuff up.
He could yodel.
He cannot.
you need your tongue for yodeling?
He just
Yes, you do.
he can't is the thing.
Oh, maybe I had it.
Long John is very talented in the ways I need him to be. Not in that.
Bastion.
What do you
Ivan?
think, Gianna? Yes.
I was thinking you knock him out for the night.
Ask him what he meant by he will not survive the night.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
John, what did you mean by you will not survive the night?
The moment you leave, I'll will myself to die.
It's a strong sense of will.
Fuck you,
Well, you
Everett.
have to be conscious for that, don't you?
No, thank you.
You have to be conscious for that, don't you?
Maybe. I haven't tried it.
If you can't think because you're unconscious, I don't think you have much will. Seeing as you've given me every answer I've asked for.
Can you command him not to do it?
Ooh, actually.
You know for a fact that your dominate doesn't last that long after you're gone. Like
Yeah.
you know about your own
I
power.
had to think for a moment.
We can have, but we need Sebastian. Ivan, if you want to stay back here and keep him sedated, you're wounded anyway. I don't want to take you back out into the field just yet until you've had time to feed. If you want to keep him sedated or really, really drunk, it's up to you. We have a lot of booze.
Ivan, what do you think?
I can
More of
prevent
an
him
expert
killing
in
himself
area.
easily.
Hmm?
I can prevent him killing himself. That is not a problem.
Then
How many
let's
more
do that.
questions do we need him to answer?
For tonight? I don't think any. Tomorrow and the day after?
Depending on what we find.
Ah,
Yeah,
I have one important question. Ask him if he is protected from our blood.
Do you know if you have any protections from our blood?
I don't know.
Worst case, Ivan, you know what we do.
Wait,
But
I think I have another question.
what, Eddie?
Why did you join?
To serve my country.
Did they pull you from the army,
Marines.
from the Marines? I guess you impressed them, and you wanted to take it to the next step.
I
Eliminate
am
the threat.
impressive.
What did he say? I'm sorry.
He said I am impressive.
Very.
Dude, do you have any family?
No.
Have any family?
No.
Did you have friends in the army?
Marines. I believe there's a
In
difference.
the Marines, I'm sorry. Yeah, he said he was Marines, right?
Do you have any friends in the Marines?
Not anymore.
Did they, when you signed on for this unit, did they remove you from the public records? Are you essentially dead to the rest of the world? I don't know how to explain that in really simple terms. Is there record of him anywhere, of this John Atwood?
Are you in the public records? If I looked up your name, could I find you?
No.
Okay.
I have a question. Can
Roxanne.
you ask him if he really hates us?
John, do you really hate us?
In every way.
Follow-up question. Can we make him one of us?
I think I like that better. Ivan, that might solve some of our problems.
See if it's even possible. Ask him. He might know the answer to it.
He hasn't known anything related to us. I don't think he does.
Here's the
But
problem with this. Making him one of us will give him power and abilities.
oh,
It does not change his brain. It does
If-
not change how he feels. Now, ask that question again, Gianna, but ask it about yourself only.
Oh,
John, do you hate me?
Mostly.
It works.
Ha.
I don't think that that's a good idea.
No, not making him one of us entirely, but completing the process Gianna has started will work.
By doing
Good.
what?
Feeding him.
Here's the problem: is you do that, if they catch wind that they can turn people into vampires and keep them with this hateful mentality, then we're super de-duper fucked.
They're not going to do that, though.
Eddie, I'm not turning him.
Why wouldn't they? That's a brilliant idea.
Eddie,
Yes.
we aren't doing that.
All right. Just make sure you don't.
So, Ivan,
Yes.
ensure that he can't will himself to die for the evening. We have business. Right?
Gianna, I will need your assistance. I have an idea.
Ooh, let me know. What do you need?
Let me see. For this, I will actually require. What does the world know about brain surgery at this point?
Oh dear God.
Trepanation is still all the rage.
Lobotomy.
Lobotomies are great for people who are, too angry or, even sometimes housewives who are maybe a little too mouthy.
Yep, lobotomy was very much the standard.
But like knowing the actual way that the brain works in the different regions, cerebellar, and
Well, I
all
mean,
that
you
kind
would
of
know
stuff.
enough to be able to do a lobotomy.
They have some ideas, but generally speaking, it was fairly primitive. Because remember, they couldn't do any kind of like imaging at this point.
Yeah.
They had no way of knowing.
Pre-MRI and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you have to open
Maybe
them up.
done some x-rays, but it's not very good.
Like they knew things like
It wouldn't do
a
anything.
strong blow to the back of the head could potentially make you blind. Things like that. Like they knew some really early stuff, but generally speaking, yeah, it's pretty much lobotomies are great. Trepanation can be useful. And otherwise the brain is a pink mushy mass of mystery.
Then a question for Ivan: can he reverse it?
Oh.
To be honest, even with your fantastic medical skill, you're not certain.
Could you take away all of his memories?
You can't put him back, though. Then he's useless.
No, we simply need a blank slate.
I know there's vampires that can wipe memories, but I don't think we can do it.
Gianna, how do
I
you
can't yet.
Yeah, it's
You say yes.
spooky.
I say yes.
Let's see. Well, in that case, I will remain here and keep him occupied.
Okay.
That.
You want us
and
to ship out?
heal. Yes.
right, I see
We're
we-
maybe frozen for
No.
a second.
No,
Yeah.
we can see it.
Okay.
No,
'cause
we
I-
were for a second though.
Okay, because I got one of those messages again. Your connection is unstable.
Alcohol is a good idea.
Yeah. So we will hit the field office. We'll collect this map if possible and any other helpful information, and then we'll beeline it for Big Tony. Try to hit him before the sun comes up.
Glass slipper. Yes.
Okay. Who's
But
coming with me?
Before
Ah.
you do this, I want to make it clear, Ivan, if you hang
Yes.
back, you're not going to be a part of these scenes. Are you
Yeah,
okay
and
with
I
that?
don't want that.
All right, I know exactly what I can do. I am going to get him hooked up with IVs, and I'm going to slow drip a combination of alcohol and what kind of painkiller will keep him. We're past the times of opium, right?
Morphine
Not
is
morphine. Yeah,
Yeah,
morphine.
morphine.
You do
morphine
work
is-
at a hospital, so
Yeah, morphine is still standard at this point, I believe.
Not heroin.
that'll
So
knock
that's
him
what I was thinking.
the fuck
That's
out.
late 1800s.
Yeah.
When that
Yeah, that's
No,
confirming
it's all morphine.
cool.
that'll keep them
Yeah,
all
a
drugged up.
morphine and alcohol cocktail to just keep him he will not have the wits to
Oh,
bring his will to bear.
Here's a just quick idea. I think we go to the field office and we come back. So we leave Ivan here just on the trip to the field office so that we can then leave Sebastian here to watch him. So there's always
That's a perfect idea.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what? Okay.
that's better.
It takes you
That's better.
40
That's
minutes there and back,
Yeah.
though. That's the issue. Like 40
Yeah,
minutes
that's-
each way.
To the field office?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
So-
confident I can deal with the field office thing. We don't need Sebastian. I'm confident.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's leave
The other
Sebastian.
option is you could take 2 cars and then have Sebastian drive his own way back.
It's a good
We
idea.
don't want to take the dump truck out, though.
No. Oh, we have the taxi.
Sebastian has his own car?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
No.
Sebastian's vehicle and our vehicle.
So
But
Sebastian has access to a vehicle. He's not very good with it, but he can make it go places.
we don't need him. We don't need him.
I thought it was trapped though. We needed a human.
If we go in through the door, I suspect there's danger.
Okay.
If you want, honestly, I can just find a homeless person and force him to do it. It's not
Yeah.
I mean, I can force anyone
Yeah,
to do it.
let's-
Let's,
without a
try
rouse check.
yes, let's do that. I don't want to risk Sebastian.
Okay, so let's all hop in the cab, go pick up a homeless man or a crackhead or something, and make them open a door
Crack
for
didn't
us.
exist yet.
Yeah,
What did you say?
Crack didn't exist yet.
yeah. So it was some drunk.
What were they? Okay, it was all alcohol.
Morphine.
Drunk,
Yeah,
some
drunk or
morphine.
morphine.
Morphine, maybe opium.
So a simpler time.
Oh, marijuana. Duh. There's plenty of that still.
And heroin.
Heroin. That's perfect.
Heroin was a street drug at this point.
As long as we can get them up and walking. Okay, we ready to roll?
I'm driving.
Okay, we'll swing by a bar.
Well, and so we put the line on John Atwood. We leave Sebastian with him,
Yeah.
and
I will break your legs if he dies.
Okay. Sorry, Sebastian actually says, yes, no problem. Let me just close one moment. And he heads out to the lobby and he flips the sign from open to closed. He turns off the vacancy sign, he turns on the no part of the fluorescent vacancy sign, locks the front door, and then comes back.
Sebastian, let me teach you something about medical profession.
Of course. I am eager to learn.
He's going to start training him in the first level of vicissitude.
What? He literally is Igor. He's literally going to become
Okay.
a beautiful, beautiful Igor.
He eagerly follows your every movement and command.
All right, I'll have fun with that.
Are we leaving Ivan
You
here?
shall.
No. We'll,
Okay.
as soon as he's done with that, we're out of here. So to the field office, we have an address for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just swing by the seediest, most desolate
Alley,
bar we can
yeah.
find, out like closer to our, not too close to our hotel, but still close to the outskirts of town, which is kind of where we live. And
Okay.
then,
I'm driving. Y'all should focus on like looking for a person.
all right,
Okay.
Roxy, you want to get in the trunk?
I mean, there
Oh,
are
also, I vomit out the window.
nice.
The
I was really
Sabbat.
hoping that you would throw those up on like Big Tony later, but
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about throwing it up
time, yeah.
on the prisoner, but I'm sure that would get all those lacerations terribly infected. So
Please, like I would let it get infected.
All right. So if we go to a bar, and do we send Gianna in to go scoop somebody up? Literally like a lusty barfly going to the place and like, hey, sailor.
Osteogonian
yeah,
maid.
so we'll go. I'm just gonna look in the alley next to the bar first. I'm not even gonna go inside first. I'm gonna look around the edges, see if anybody's just like leaning up against.
There are a couple of sailors in their in their uniforms who are peeing on the side of the bar. They're both staggering and wobbling.
Oh, boys. Would you be a dear? And you both look so attractive. Oh. Do you want to come with us? Come with me?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, give me a roll, but I assume you'll succeed. But so it's going to be, are you dominating? You can't dominate two people, right?
No, but I can put the presents on like wham.
Oh, yeah. You have presents. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then you get to roll, what is it? Pardon me. Manipulation and
the discipline.
Okay. Yep. Do it up.
Can I add my specialty in seduction?
Yes.
Jesus.
You own
Really?
Sense.
you only need one of them.
I want two.
You
They
only
fight?
no
Do
no
they
no.
fight over her?
You're messy critical. You only need one of them.
Just let us know if you need us to.
I'll let you decide exactly how that goes, but you only need one.
Well,
Actually, Roxy, are you hungry?
Okay.
Okay, because they're trashed.
I actually can only fight over me, and I will come. I guess I can only compel one of them to fight for.
Amanda's face.
That's
You got
fine.
a 7.
I'm gonna look. Which one is traditionally speaking more attractive?
The one on the left, whatever. There is
Cool,
one who is
that
slightly
one.
better looking than the other.
I'm compelling him to fight for me.
Okay, and he just like cracks his friend in the head, and then when he falls over, because he just sucker punched the dude, like, because the other guy was not expecting a fight, and they're both fucked up. So he just punches him in the side of the head, and when his friend goes down, he just starts beating him into a fucking pulp in the alleyway.
Once his friend stops responding,
Yeah.
that's good.
Uh
Come with me.
huh. He follows you.
I got us one. And I pull him so he's sitting on my lap.
Is he next to me? Are you guys next to me?
Sure.
Yeah, he's like trying to like kiss you, like bite your neck a little.
I'm holding him by his hair.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're also a super strong vampire. That's good.
Ah.
All right, we drive out to the field
Hey.
office.
Ooh, kinky.
Hey.
I'll hold him just close enough so he can like nibble on my ear or something, just so that he's shutting up.
All right. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Okay.
You're like checking the rearview mirror.
So you guys make it to the location, and you're looking at a nondescript squat brick building, single floor, and it's labeled as an electrician repair office.
Roxy's there.
In the
Or
windows, you can see a number of aged pieces of equipment, radio parts, vacuum tubes, all sorts of like random electrical odds and ends.
I just look back to Ivan. Is there anyone in there?
Ivan's not there.
Wait, no, we did take you now.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
right.
Yeah.
No, I thought I stayed behind for this part.
No.
No, because there's no way to go back and forth.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. Got it. Okay, cool.
So, yeah, we brought you.
Then yeah, kick on heightened senses.
Okay. No, you don't see anyone inside.
Wonderful.
I don't see
Now,
anyone.
heightened senses doesn't give you. Hang on, let me think about.
X-ray vision or
Yeah.
anything.
Or at least there's no one around the building.
No, so just
Heartbeat.
hang on. Let me. I just need to be able to tell you what you actually do get, rather than telling you what you don't see.
There's always premonition too.
Yeah. Okay. So give me wits and. Oh no, that's only if something bad happens. Okay. So Give me
Insight?
wits and investigation. Intelligence investigation. Sorry. And add your dice in Auspex.
Let's see, so that's...
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, so here's what you can see. All of the lights inside are turned off. You can hear a slight electrical hum coming from the building. You think it's centered around the door. You can hear the like the rhythm of the fluorescent lighting in the window. You can smell gunpowder wafting over the scent of ozone and solder.
Place smells like fighting. That's the best way I can put it.
It smells like what?
Fighting. Like
What smells?
gunpowder.
Incendiary, probably. If he's trying to hurt us.
There's an electrical current around the door.
What about the windows?
What did I get off the windows again?
You can hear the rhythm of the fluorescent lighting. That there is like a fluorescent lamp, like a neon, running all the way around the border of the window. That then leads to a sign that says Val's Electrical Shop.
I can hear the lights.
Or, sorry, just Val's Electrical. There we go.
Yeah.
Might be similar to the flashlights they were using. Can we cut the power to the building? I want to start looking around the building, see if there's like a junction box or something that I can like.
Okay, give me wits and wits and awareness.
Okie dokie. Oh, let me get back to my main sheet.
I'm going to be helping Eddie.
Wits and awareness.
Yeah, I'm not an electrician.
I'm less of one.
There's a lot of dice too. Still only got. Oh no,
I mean,
wait, that was yours. I got a 3.
Yeah, you guys are able to see like what looks like a junction box. Sure, it's not hard to find.
I open it. I wrap my hands around like the wires. Ductus. I would suggest anybody who's near the door or the windows get away from them. Find yourself a solid brick surface to stand behind in case this sets off whatever bomb is in there.
Be behind the car.
Yeah, I'll be behind the car.
Perhaps instead you could just throw the switch?
Is there a switch?
Yes, there's a switch.
Eddie, there's just a switch.
Oh, hold on. I'll throw this. Wait, send Sailor Boy in there.
Oh, I was going to do that
Switch,
after.
then.
Switch,
Yeah.
Sailor Boy.
Okay.
Go.
I flipped the switch.
Okay. Ivan, you hear the sound of like metal sort of clunking. Like what you heard before is an electrical hum, then suddenly goes ka-chunk. And then you no longer hear any electrical humming.
No longer hear the electrical. And then the power went out.
Yep.
All right, I'll come back around.
Caution would be important.
Have
Sailor
Sailor Boy
Boy.
try the handle of the door first. If it's a car battery or something.
Ivan's probably the only one who can make this test. Ivan, give me wits and perception.
Okay. By perception, you mean awareness?
Yes.
With the auspex or not?
Yep, with. Okay. There is a light reflecting off of something shiny inside the shop. So, like, you think that there's some kind of light underneath the front counter that you can see reflecting off of something behind the front counter.
There's still a light on in there, and it's reflecting off of something.
So I send Sailor Boy in.
That
You still smell
we
it?
get to look at it before we do that.
We probably can't see it from the windows. So you're probably the only one seeing it, right?
Yes, I can't see any of this.
All right. Am I able to go to the window and not touch anything, but look and see if I can figure out what that is?
Sure. Give me another wits and awareness. Add an additional 1 to your roll on top of whatever you had before. Okay. As you get closer, you can still hear a faint electrical hum coming from somewhere inside of the building. You can't tell exactly what the light is that's reflecting off, but it's reflecting off of what looks like a broken camera flash. Like the reflective saucer.
You said it's broken?
Yeah, so there's like there's a shelf behind the counter full of what look like probably current jobs, current projects that they're supposed to be fixing. One of which is a camera that seems to be in a couple of different pieces, and the flash is what the light is reflecting off of. So the light is underneath the counter, reflecting out into the disc of the flash that is then out towards you.
But the bulb in it is broken, you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, to be very clear, the bulb is still present inside of it, but it is broken. The glass is broken.
Like the filament is
the filament is exposed.
Yeah. The light you are seeing is not coming from the camera. I will tell you that unequivocally.
Yes, that's not what
Okay.
I'm concerned about.
Okay.
So that there is possibly power going to that camera with an exposed filament.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
This is
What I'm
trying
saying
to be
is
real clear.
So there
So it
is,
sounds like a bomb.
no. There is a front counter, okay, on which is like the cash register and whatnot that's facing towards you guys.
Okay.
Somewhere underneath that front counter, like on a shelf underneath the countertop, is some kind of a light. It's got a reddish hue, and it is reflecting off of the reflective surface of the camera flash on the shelf behind the counter.
Maybe it's like
Okay.
an emergency switch or something.
And it's not blinking or anything. It's solid right now.
Solid.
Damn.
Okay.
I still say we send in Soldier Boy. This is what he's for.
Yes. Send him in and have him tell us what that light is underneath, and turn it off if possible.
Mm-hmm. So I need you to do me a favor.
And way back up again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually mesmerize, so I can give him a complex set of instructions.
Okay.
So I'm going to essentially tell him that he's to go in the front door. He's to go to the counter. Underneath is some kind of a light. I need to know what it is. Once he knows what the light is, he's to come back to us.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll the mesmerize, or are we good?
No, you've already got him wrapped around your little finger.
I figured.
So he heads over to the door, and he pulls on it, and it doesn't go. And then he tries pushing on it, and it still won't go. And it turns around and says, "It's locked."
I can unlock it, but
Unlock
You
it
think
and
it's-
then come back before he opens
Yeah,
it.
do not open the door.
okay.
Wait. I'll go over, and before she goes and does that, I just put my hand on the door. My left hand. I just touch it.
Okay.
I have more health, so nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Go ahead, unlock it.
All right.
Feels like a door.
You
It's not a
touched
jar.
the door.
The most difficult parts of any RPG game.
It's a thick glass door.
Is the door.
It's glass.
But
Yeah.
is it a jar?
Why don't we just
It is not. Because
Why don't
how
we
could a
just
door be
Is
a
the
jar?
door.
Why don't we just use Sailor Boy as a battering ram and throw him through it?
What if there's an
'Cause
alarm?
you haven't decided to do that yet.
Good point.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and give me dexterity Well, first, actually, I want you to give me intelligence plus larceny.
I have a specialty in breaking in. Do I use that here?
Yes, you do.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
What? All of those.
Yeah, this just seems like a regular door. You should be able to break
Okay.
through this, no problem.
Wait, why
Right.
can't you?
No.
I already spent on my willpower
Oh, you can't
to
spend willpower.
re-roll.
Oh, right.
Yeah, seems like a regular door. Should be no sweat. Give me dex and larceny.
All right. And same specialty, right?
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, my
our,
premonition hasn't gone off. It's probably fine.
our willpower should have restored between sessions, I believe.
No, we
Normal.
haven't
I
rested
think
yet.
it's ST call.
Yeah, I'm because it was literally like in
Yeah.
the same scene.
Half an
I'm
hour.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we've done things to get our willpower back.
All right. So here's what you're able to figure out about the door. The door is some kind of a magnetic lock or something. And when the power was killed, the door locked shut. And you don't have the tools necessary to bypass the lock as it is currently.
Okay.
So,
I'll
So
go
you-
back to
you
the
didn't
group.
you didn't like trip anything. Your successes mean that like you didn't fuck anything up, you didn't break anything, you didn't set anything off, but you also know enough to know that you can't do this right now.
I can't open it without the power on.
okay. So we turn the power on, unlock it,
And the
Probably
power
just-
off.
and then go in and then turn the power off with the door open.
It may, honestly, we should try to have him open it once we turn the power on. The door may be open. It's magnetic.
I would say just stay away from the door entirely and just send him through the window.
Yeah. Have him. Okay.
Okay.
Can you
Forget
unlock the window?
door, go through the window.
I can always try once the power is on. But you said you
Well,
were
let's
Try unlocking the window now.
The window isn't lockable. It's a solid pane of glass.
Is
That
there
is
a back
The
entrance?
easiest window to open.
You haven't checked. There might be a back entrance.
Okay.
Hey, let's go around the building and look for another
I
fucking.
want to check for a different door or like a staircase, like a
Yeah.
fire escape or something.
I'm keeping the car running.
You head around the back. There is no back door, but there is an old rusty set of metal rungs installed into the bricks that leads to the roof.
We could try that.
All right. You go ahead. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna take the soldier, or the whatever he is, the drunk, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, you want to do
Taylor.
something really cool? Or rather, the Ductus, tell him to grab around my neck. He's coming up with us.
Grab around his neck.
Oh, okay, but I don't want him. I want you.
I know you want me, darling.
Okay.
We'll get to it later.
He grabs you around the neck.
I start climbing up the building with him.
Ow, 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 ow. He keeps hitting his head on the rungs as you go up.
No, he's on my back.
Oh, he's on your back. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not gonna have him on my front. What is he, my baby boy?
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna have him on my back.
he hugged you initially, and then, all right, he goes around the back.
Ow, ow,
Ow, ow, ow.
so we're up at the top. I have Ding Dong on my back.
Uh-huh.
Ding Dong.
All right,
That's his
Roxy.
name now. His name is Ding Dong.
All right, Roxy. What can you do from up here? Is there a
It's like a great place to dispose of him from.
So
Really good
here's what
skylight.
you find. So it looks like this ladder was designed for someone to be able to access the ducts from outside. There is some pretty extensive external ductwork up above the like bolted onto the top of the roof. With there's an intake and then an outflow. So there are like two sort of big square holes that are carved into the roof that these large metal ducts are going into.
that looks like it might be beneficial for you to crawl through. I don't think he's.
Why haven't you
probably
crawl? Just open it up. Pull it off.
Yeah, you actually
No
wouldn't be
straw.
able to crawl through it. You pretty much have to remove them.
Oh, I thought it was like a vent for someone to go through into the thing. That's what I was
He
imagining.
beefed up Eddie.
There's no one
Rip
left
it.
inside. Tear the roof off and let's get inside already.
We go
Okay.
tear the roof
I do
off,
so.
motherfucker. Tear the roof off. Sorry. Anyway, George Clinton. I apologize. It just kind of came into my head there.
That was good.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna tear that shit off.
Brah, potence. I'm not going to bother making you roll for that.
Super Jack Potence.
Yeah.
Super jacked potent.
You pull the ductwork off like it's Tinker Toys. And now you're staring at a hole in the ceiling.
I look at the soldier or the whatever, the drunk. Get in. I keep thinking he's a sailor, but I keep saying
He is a sailor.
He is a
He
sailor.
is a sailor.
All right,
Soldier.
sailor, get in.
Atwood was a Marine. This guy's a sailor.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right. And he goes down. Now what?
Open the front door. She's waiting for you on the other side. Open the front door.
Okay. He goes and tromps through the place. You hear something crash. The breaking of glass. The clatter of metal on floor. Something falls and does the wum 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 wum. Some circular object is coming to a rest on the ground. And he makes his way to the front door, and he pushes on the door, and he says, and he yells at Roxy through the door, "It's locked!"
Someone go flip
We
on the
need the
power.
rattle.
I'm great at the power. Move
What
away
is-
from the hole. Flip.
Yeah, a good way.
Okay, the power turns on. And as he's like pushing on the door, eventually you hear the ka-chunk of the magnet lock separate, and he kind of falls out the front as he pushes on the door and it opens up.
Hold the door, turn the power back off.
Hold the door, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
Power off.
And you see as the power turns off, like a thick, like 2-inch thick deadbolt flops into place, where it would have been in the door before. But now it's just like open in the airway.
Okay. I'm going
Well,
to
look
hold
around.
on. Roxy, step back. I'm gonna hop down in.
Okay.
That's what Sailor Boy was for.
Okay, you hop
He
down
was already
in,
in there.
and
Mhm.
you're fine. You are staring at what you think is a work area. It's a fairly open room. There are benches lined up around the walls. There are 6 of them. Each bench has a soldering iron and a like a small wooden or rather a shelf full of small wooden drawers
Right.
with like little labels written into them.
I would like to activate Weight of a Feather so that if I step on any trip mine or any sort of pressure plate systems or traps, I do not set them off.
Okay.
It is a free cost as long as I do it ahead of time.
Okay.
It costs me nothing. So then I'm going to start searching. I'm going to start pulling out those drawers, and I'm looking for any kind of map. Any maps.
You don't find shit in the drawers. You just find a bunch of random little electrical odds and ends, capacitors, resistors.
I saw Eddie go in, so I'm gonna walk in the front door.
I'm going
Fantastic.
to stop Gianna from walking in.
Yeah.
Ah!
I'm gonna.
How do you stop her?
Like physically hold. Not yet. You've caused enough trouble walking into places.
Just give me some time. I'm
Hey,
just gonna
stop.
do what?
Just stop.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Give it 2 seconds.
What? Oh, you're talking to Eddie or Gianna?
Eddie.
2 seconds for what?
That's the whole point of the Sailor Boys, to go in and make sure it's not vampire proofed. You know what I mean? You're digging around down there.
Could be traps inside drawers.
Sailor, come here.
Okay. And he,
What is that light?
wait, but I'm not supposed. I have to hold the door.
Oh, honey, I actually still need you to go. Remember?
Oh man.
Light.
Remember what?
Looking under the counter at the light.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll
Okay.
take
I have the door now. Thank you.
Okay. And he walks over to the counter and he gets down and he looks at it. He says, "It's a button.
Do not push that button.
It says paddock."
Do not push that button.
Don't push the button.
Come here.
Okay.
Do not come here.
And he gets up and he lumbers back over towards.
What does he see around the inside of the door?
What's on the door, sweetie? Is there anything on the frame of the door?
Wire.
I would also like to look.
There's wiring on the inside of the door. It goes around the entire inside of the door. You're not entirely sure what it is or for.
All right. Is there any other doors inside here that lead to a different room?
Yes.
Okay.
There are two.
Any
Two.
ones that don't look like bathroom doors?
One.
Okay, the other two are bathroom doors.
Yes.
Sailor, open that door.
Okay.
All right, good man. You were gonna get super laid at the end of this. Look at you, champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's open the door.
And he walks over and he tries to open the door. It's just a standard wooden door with a like a yellowed metal doorknob, and he pulls it and rattles it. It's locked.
Okay, get out of my way.
Okay. He
Okay,
steps back.
I grab him
Uh-huh.
at the scruff of his neck and his belt,
Uh-huh.
and I just throw him through the door because I am getting
Use him
this
as a
goddamn
battering ram.
place.
So impatient. We're so
Okay.
impatient.
Give me strength and athletics.
Strength and strength. Let me go to athletics.
Strength and
Add in a
force.
plus sailor modifier.
Yeah, can I get a plus to anything? Do I get plus?
No, if anything, you would get a minus, but you'll get extra successes on the damage to the door.
Okay.
Yay.
6.
Yes!
You splinter the door, and then you watch with, I don't know if it's horror or dispassionate nothing, but what you see is this poor guy. You fling him through the door with such force that he is not stopped by the door, and instead continues falling as he goes down an extraordinarily long staircase.
Oh, is he? Is he? On all the way
No,
down.
he's flying the whole way down until he splats at the end. You realize you just tossed him probably about 60 to 70 feet down.
This place is way bigger than we thought.
I figured it would.
Weight of a feather. I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Ivan,
We don't.
go in now.
Not through the threshold.
Not through the front door. Go in the way Eddie did.
Climb, climb, climb. Jump.
I'll put like one of the pieces of machinery or something in front of the door just to prop it open and keep it open.
Now I'm gonna follow Eddie down the staircase since I jumped
Actually, no,
in
the
this-
deadbolt will keep it open.
Yeah,
So
the
I'll let it-
deadbolt's going to keep
Yeah.
it
I'll
open.
let it shut.
Yeah, the front
deadbolt.
door is
That way it's
fine.
not
I
as
don't care
smooth.
about that.
Okay, do we go down these stairs?
Yeah.
Before, so it's me, Isaac, and Ivan outside still, right?
I believe.
Or are we
Ivan's
all
going to be inside.
okay?
Wants to be the lookout because we do need a lookout.
My question is though, how high is the ceiling from the ground? The hole that we ripped in the roof. Are we able to easily get back out?
Yeah, it's only about 8 feet.
Okay. I don't mind staying up here on the roof. I can be invisible and I can watch, but I don't know how I'm going to let you guys know if anything happens.
Radios and communication is the next thing that I was going to try to get the next chance we had.
Yeah, but you don't have them now, so what are you going to do?
Scream.
Is someone going to
protocol.
wait at the top of the staircase to yell down?
No,
I can
no,
yell
no,
down
no.
to that person.
Take a bottle and set it on the edge of the roof, and like just flick it and make it drop.
No, throw a bottle down the stairs because I don't know how deep these go. We might be far down there.
Right.
Toss something glass way down the stairs so that we know.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay, something metal so it'll keep clanging down the stairs, not glass. Something clang, 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 clang. Okay.
Gianna will look around and be like, "Ooh, this is loud and heavy. This."
Get whatever was rolling. Was
There you go.
big metal
Okay.
bowl.
Yeah, big metal bowl, whatever that thing was.
All right.
And the rest of us will go in.
All right.
Alright.
You're
Static.
holding a metal spool of wire, copper wire.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
All right.
What kind of stairs are these? Are like metal frame?
The stairs are actually wooden stairs, but every third stair is has one slat that is made of metal.
Don't touch those.
It's probably just supports, but yeah, sure.
Don't touching.
Also,
Not touching.
I will go first, and as I go, because I have weight of the feather, I won't hit them. But as I go and I check like under the stairs, and then keep going. Check under the stairs, keep going to see if the stairs that they will step on are triggered in any way.
You don't have any good way of checking under the stairs from on the stairs. You'd
Okay.
have to be off of the staircase, but that's fine. You guys make your way down to the basement, and it's now fucking dark. The only person who can really see much of anything right now is Ivan.
Find the
I
body.
know that we can't point them at ourselves, but does anyone have one of those flashlights on them?
I do. I took a flashlight and a gun.
Well, hold on. Let me see if I can.
I also have a lighter. I can just light it up.
Is there like a lantern? No, probably not a lantern. Are there any other, like, what do I see? How's that? Let's start
Okay.
there.
What you see is a room about the same size as the workroom upstairs, just down below. And in this room, you see a small oven, a couple of bunks, what looks like maybe some ducting that goes from the oven outside somehow, and then some clothing, personal effects. On one wall, so on 3 of the 4 walls are bunks, and then on the wall that has no bunks, there are several posters, and then there is a refrigerator. The posters are primarily war propaganda type posters.
Pin-ups, that kind of thing.
Say again?
Pin-ups, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
In the darkness, can I find the body?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I just stomp on his head.
His neck
No,
was
no,
already
no, no.
broken.
Yeah, I know
He
he's
was
dead.
super dead.
I just don't like him.
Okay. You squish his head.
I would
No.
like to flip my Zippo lighter. You said we can have lighters, right? That's like not.
Yeah.
Well, free. So I'm just gonna kind of start holding that in front of me to sort of see.
Okay. So now everyone can see what I already described, basically.
Okay, the posters. Any maps of any kind?
No.
Anything rolled up in tubes? No.
Nope.
Yeah, I would take all the posters down, see if there's anything on the back of them or behind them.
Nope.
I'm gonna open the fridge.
There's nothing in the fridge except a door into another room.
What? In the fridge?
Yep.
Yeah.
The fridge is hollow, and you have to sort of bend down, but the back of it is completely open into another smaller room.
Everybody stand back. I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna kick. Actually, wait. Can I throw him through it again?
You
Why
can
don't you just try the
throw
door?
the corpse through, sure.
No. Do not throw that. I have plans for it.
All right, fine. I'll try the doorknob.
Well, no. I don't think you understand.
No, it's just an open space.
Yeah, it's an open space. It just goes right through.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought I opened it and there was like a tiny like Alice in Wonderland door.
No.
Okay.
No, the fridge door is the door.
Okay.
A door
So
inside a door inside a door?
then I will go in first, and then just kind of look
you
around
find
immediately.
yourself in a small metal room. The walls are metal, the floor is metal, the ceiling's metal. There are panels on the walls that are not currently lit up. And while your character doesn't necessarily know what a computer screen looks like, the player does, and that's generally what these look like, are a series of like small, like we're talking like 4-inch.
Right, the old.
Yeah, like 4-inch little like electronic screens of some kind, all of which are currently black and turned off. So really, it's like a metal walls covered in small glass squares
There's a bunch of them?
Yes.
What the fuck?
What is this?
And then on one wall is a corkboard, and on the corkboard is a map of LA.
Yes.
Ductus,
I come in.
I think this is what we're looking for.
Oh.
But I don't know what all these little windows are.
She'll kind of like knock on one of them.
Tung, 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 tung.
Are there like fluorescent lights overhead?
There are lights that would normally be fluorescent if they weren't off right now.
Do not.
All right. Ivan is going to unscrew all of them.
Okay.
I will start tacking down the map and rolling.
Yeah, I was gonna assist
Okay.
Eddie taking down the map and rolling it up.
Okay.
Any weapons in here of any kind?
You also, hang on. Here's what I want. I want everyone who's in that room right now to give me wits and awareness or wits and investigation, whichever is better.
My awareness.
I will do an awareness.
Ooh, someone got a
Yes!
critical. Nice.
Isaac!
Isaac's not in the room with us, though, is he?
No, I did. I followed.
There he is. He's
Yeah,
on
Jake
the
just
list.
came in.
Okay. So here's...
Between us.
Yeah, me and Isaac got the same, but his was critical.
Okay, so... Ivan, you're sort of distracted by what you're doing with the lights. Gianna, you definitely see the map. You also find a radio.
Ooh.
And it's like a small little, like, it looks like a consumer level radio. But it's just sitting there and it looks cool. Also one of the dial tuners seems to be made of some kind of crystal.
Ooh.
What the fuck is this?
It's mine now.
Isaac, you and Eddie both almost at the exact same time, although Isaac just slightly faster because of the critical. Next to the map, you find a list of names. And next to names, you find titles.
Huh.
Prince,
Oh!
Keeper of Elysium,
Oh.
Sheriff.
Yeah. So me and Isaac find this.
Yes.
So we both. I hold my lighter over it, and I just look to him.
Yeah, I'll take that, and Oh, you know what? I immediately.
To be clear, they're just names and titles. That's all you have.
Yeah. That's it's a big deal to us. It makes,
We still didn't know them!
and I would immediately say, I think we need to put these in the book.
Oh yes, I think we have possible targets.
What did you find?
A name or a list of names and titles.
I like hold the piece of paper up in front of the Ductus and the priest.
Give it my life. Yeah.
Who knows if we can trust it?
Christmas.
I'm sure this is good.
Zed?
Yes.
What does it say is the Keeper of Elysium?
Prince, right?
No. I know why you're asking that. It's whoever it was.
Yes. Okay. Making
Got
sure.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot the name of that person at the moment. I would have to look at the. Yes.
Oh, and we
Harper.
just got
Harper Dustvale. Thank
so
you.
as long as we need
Yes.
today.
What did you say?
Asking because metagaming.
I am making certain that I have the appropriate information and that my metagaming knowledge is affected.
You can't. No metagaming. Get out of here.
No,
not. I'm making
no. The reason why she's asking is so that she doesn't metagame,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
because she doesn't want to say what
Because
she-
we've seen other streams
Right.
where information might be different than what we presently see.
exactly.
Therefore, we want to make sure that the information we're seeing,
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah.
Yep,
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
Then
you.
have-
That's what I needed.
Then I would like to.
In the Discord, given a list of all relevant stuff, so we can put that in our notes.
Yeah, and I will give that to you guys later.
I would like to make, just as we leave, general awareness sweep, and just see if there's anything else that seems kind of useful.
Without the power on, no, nothing else in this room seems useful to you.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I feel like those
We should
screens would
remove
have
all the
been.
lights and then see what this is, if there's power to it.
I don't like that. This could be,
We should
sure,
leave.
this could be a lot of information, but this could also be a big trap. Who knows? These things might shine that light at us. I don't know
And
what
who
these
knows
are.
what,
Then destroy it.
how
No
often.
problem. And
Wait.
yeah.
No, please, actually, go ahead. I will go and be artful elsewhere.
You want me to
Okay.
destroy
And
this?
Ivan's going to take the body and he's going to tear this place apart. Like, please assist me. And then he's going to paint in the sailor's blood a big circle with an A in it.
We are so
Things like this. Yes, they do. They're bad boys.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm taking one of the cots, like one of the frames from the cots, and smashing each of these devil glass boxes
As
that I
Eddie
don't.
starts doing that, I start doing it too.
Yeah. We don't know what these are, and we don't like them.
Yeah,
Probably would have been so much
that
information.
is.
I'm guessing like camera footage of every single Camarilla location. Nope, we're scared of them, and we don't like them.
We're just destroying the shit out of it. It's cool.
Destroy the shit out of
This
it.
day and age, those things are probably worth thousands and thousands of dollars.
God.
Oh,
Right
so
now,
much money.
This is
We
like
just
high-tech
wrecked it.
technology.
We are destroying government property.
I'm just reminded of the scene in Zoolander where they're trying to like get the information from inside of the computer, and so they just start like screaming like monkeys or cavemen. And,
Yeah, it's inside the computer.
yeah. Anyway.
So that's
Okay.
what we're doing.
Yeah, just break everything, and let's get out of here through the roof.
Yep.
Expeditiously, because we don't know how often.
Then when I pass the big red A, Ivan, that's so good.
Anarchs are here? Where?
out of here.
All right, let's leave.
All
We
right.
have-
Oh, we have
Other
we have a
appointments.
club to go to.
You do.
And actually, real quick, I'm gonna do a couple of rouse checks and heal that superficial damage I have. Real fast.
I'm gonna
Oh,
wait. till
how
he's-
could I heal my
Hang on.
Bats.
So
Sorry.
the superficial damage, yes, you can do.
Yeah.
The ags, you'll have to wait until you.
I don't
wake
have
up.
any ags.
It basically takes time and rest and blood.
got it. All right, so on the way out,
Do we have time? I'm sorry to interrupt us.
Yeah,
Is that it?
we're okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I think we
Yeah,
need to go
yeah.
a little bit longer because we still have some more things to. I want us to get to the end of the night. Right now, it's about 11:30.
This has
Maybe
been a
one
busy
to
night.
3 sessions. Let's not.
All right. Well, then,
especially because the other games are already acting on things that have happened this evening, but they're in the future. So
Okay.
I'd like
Yeah.
us to
Expeditiously,
match up a
let's
little.
Go to this club.
before we leave, can you put that duct back in place? Just
sure.
set it back there.
Kind of just like. So here's the thing: you ripped it out earlier because that was what he'd asked you to do.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and you did it with potent. So like you put it back in place, but like there's a fucking hole, and it's obvious. Like
Well,
there's like
I put
chips
it-
of brick like inside the place on the ground. There's like
Man,
busted
anarchs are
bolts like all over
So
the
messy.
all over the roof. But you can like bend it back into place. But have you ever like fucked up a drinking straw, right? Like, so imagine a drinking straw made out of like tin foil. So you
Oh,
fucked
it's
it up
just-
and then you tried to put it back. It looks like something fell on it or something. It looks bad, but it is generally there.
They can buff that out. You know, little elbow grease. Let's go.
Get out of here.
I walk away.
Just book it to there. Yeah.
All right, so wait, before we leave, after everyone's out of the building and everything, turn the power back on, let the door close.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it, and just leave.
Get out of here.
All right.
Yep.
Were we successful?
Yeah.
Oh,
The,
yes.
the door closes.
Oh, right. You weren't there with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We tell Roxy. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they come out carrying all sorts of random shit. Some of them have documents, it seems. Gianna's carrying a radio.
Oh.
And no sailor boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No sailor.
Well, I mean, I kind of witnessed that a little bit. So.
Right. He was. We will always remember him.
What?
No matter
Nameless,
what.
nameless,
understand that you
useless
threw my
guy.
meal down a staircase.
Did I what?
You threw my meal down a
The
staircase.
most useful he was all night.
He would have been useful.
No, he wouldn't have been. He was too drunk.
No, true.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
takes you guys about a half hour to make your way over to
Glass slipper.
Yep, over to the glass slipper. You guys get there at about 11:50, not quite midnight.
Shall we go in and check
So
the place out?
the building, as you drive up, it is it has its own lot. It has no direct neighbors, right? Like there are other, or rather, it's got neighbors. I mean, it's not like in the middle of nowhere, but it's separated. The building is separated. It's not like abutted against anything else. There's a parking lot that goes all the way around it, and it's a 2-story brick building with another flat top. There's a neon sign and a neon like a white outlined woman's high-heeled shoe out front towards the top of the second floor labeled the glass slipper, and there's a bouncer at the front door. The front door itself is like a black painted wooden double door kind of swinging dealy, and you can see that there's like a grate that would come down from the top when the place is actually closed up. There are windows on the second floor that look like almost like standard like standard windows you would see on a home. Glass paned, they just rise up and down like normal. And you can see that the pull blinds are down on the front windows, but as you get there, there is one around to the side that is open. And you can see into that. It looks like a back office of some kind in there. You can't see too well just at a glance. There would be roles involved, but there look to be 2 figures sort of throwing shadows against the window, who are having some kind of a conversation. Seems animated.
So on the way there, we took personal effects out of the basement, right?
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, we kind of like
Because it
cleaned
was, like-
house. Like took anything that like seemed useful or important. Like
Well,
y-
useful and important is different from personal effects. I want to make that
Oh,
clear.
took definitely lots of personal effects.
Okay, so then you have
I
a
was
number of
gonna say-
personal effects, and we can kind of detail those later. Is there something specific that you're looking to have right now?
Oh, yes. Were there any IDs?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
We have
But I
their
have John's.
Yes, you do have
Yeah, we have
John's ID.
And we
Yep,
do.
'cause
And I
I
have his
took it.
sunglasses.
Back at base. We
So
have the
on
other.
the way there, Ivan's going to look like John.
Okay. Okay, give me, so that's a rouse check, and then it's your flesh crafting or your vicissitude plus your medicine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We
And Roxy.
in a
Dex,
meeting with Big Tony, right?
You can also hear sort of kind of a slowish jazz sound coming out of the building. It seems like this is more like almost like mood music is what's being played right now in there.
What were you saying?
It is not swinging. It is not bopping.
Gotcha.
Need to get in a meeting with Big Tony.
I
we'll
mean,
get it.
Things that maybe you might want to know.
Okay, Ivan. Yeah, you look almost exactly like this guy, especially in the face.
if maybe we tell him, because I know we didn't kill his men, but he is part of the same organization. Maybe if we told him we know where if we tell him we saw the events at the dock, and we know where to find the people responsible, maybe we can get in a meeting with him, and once he's face to face with us, I think.
So here's what happened.
Or I can be investigating an incident at the docks with this badge.
I like
on.
that.
Go ahead.
Ivan, you get a vision. Everything smells like garlic. You feel fat and heavy and stressed. Did the stream die? No, we're still here. You feel fat and heavy and stressed. You're looking out at the world through someone else's eyes, you realize. And okay, sorry, I was just double checking something. And you are being screamed at by a person who is tall, thin, good looking, but in a way that you can't. They're wearing a suit, pinstripe jacket, fedora, but they seem to have some longer hair. You can't tell if they are male or female. But this person who is yelling at you is shouting about business not being handled properly, and you feel fear at this person shouting. Give me a wits and awareness.
Any bonuses?
1 from the vision. Or actually, that's fine. Oh, even better. That's, you just saw from Big Tony's perspective in that room upstairs.
Big Tony is being screamed at. He's afraid. Interesting.
Wait. You saw this?
Yes, right now it's happening.
By who?
This person, pinstripe, long hair. Do not know
Cosa Nostra, maybe?
exactly.
Maybe his boss?
In that vision, did I see a ring or anything like that?
No, you did not see like anything related directly to the Cosa Nostra.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Possibly. It's someone that makes him afraid. Someone that is saying he is not doing good business. This might be
Your
the
information
time
might
to-
be useful to him then, Agent. I think that's a perfect angle.
or he'll be doubly scared and not talk to you at all.
Oh, that's fine. We'll make him.
You all hear glass shatter as one of the windows in that office breaks as a bottle is thrown through it.
Though I think maybe
I
we
would
should just
suggest
get
one of you be
inside.
upstairs.
All right.
One of you get up to that window. We're
Yeah.
going in the front door.
Lexi.
Yeah.
Eddie, I need you, and I need Gianna.
With you.
All right.
I'll follow
Ivan,
as
stick-
well.
Or Isaac, stick with Roxy.
I'll be seen.
I can climb up the wall and I can get to the window.
Exactly.
unseen.
I know Roxy can do that. I
Okay.
probably couldn't.
All right, I need to
Yeah,
know
I-
who is going where.
One, Ivan and Eddie are going in through the front door.
Those are my orders.
How
Okay.
how high is this window?
It's only about 12 feet off the ground.
Isaac, wait here until Roxy's ready to go in. Roxy, drop a rock. Something
Okay.
when you get there. Another piece. When she does, Isaac,
Alright.
you can get up there, right?
I can. I just might be seen.
At this
I mean,
point?
at this point,
Okay. Okay, I'll wait here for.
Is there a lot of witnesses out here?
So,
No, there are actually not many people out here,
Is
nor
the
are
sign-
there a lot of cars in the parking lot. Although, not everyone owns their own car here. But you get the sensation that this place, if there are people around, most of them are inside the establishment.
okay.
As
So Roxy climbs. The other three
Yeah.
go in, and I wait outside.
as we're making our way towards it, I just I kind of like whisper to them, "Am I taking out the doorman?"
Didn't need to.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do this in a couple of parts. I'm going to start with the people going through the front door.
Okay.
So raise your hands real fast so I can just... Thank you. So you three go around to the front door, and the bouncer is a large man with Italian features wearing a pinstripe suit as well. No tie, top button unbuttoned, and though he's standing with his arms folded, Eddie, you can tell he's got brass knuckles on the arm that's kind of tucked in. So this one.
Understood. His right arm.
Left. He's a left-handed slugger.
That's
Fine.
fine.
I kind of lean into Eddie.
A lot of my
So, like-
NPCs are left-handed because I am left-handed, and so.
Yeah.
So I kind of like loosely loop my hand over Eddie's like forearm and kind of lean on his shoulder.
As you guys come around the front, he steps in front of the door and says, "What do you want?"
Here to see Tony.
Tony's busy
We've got-
right now.
We've got information for him. Let us in.
Oh, okay. Give me a roll.
Yep. I'm going to compel him.
I didn't even need to make you roll.
I know, I was pretty sure it was immortal, but you know.
Yeah. He goes, "Okay, fine," and he opens the door.
Where is he?
Upstairs, last down on the left, on the right. The right. He's on the right.
Got it.
Keep watching that door.
Yep. And he closes it again.
And going just within, well, sunglasses and all that. So it's just like moving with a purpose.
Roxy,
Yes.
you're climbing up. Climbing. Sneaking. As you get closer, sweet, and also give me a dex and stealth. But you hear, while you're making that roll, what you hear is... Part of being the sheriff is making sure that every single person in this city understands exactly what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. And you, motherfucker, you are not doing your job. You are making messes all over the place that I have to fucking clean up. And if the Sabbat are going to be coming up in here, I promise you that you are going to find every single bit of your insides on the outside when I am done with you, if I have to come back and clean up another one of your fucking messes.
Oh my god. I think I know who this is.
So,
I mean, yeah, they just we don't know yet.
Not for long.
okay, so...
Okay. Whew. Breathing. Where's your breathing?
Thank you, Roxy. Not especially stealthy, but the people inside are pretty distracted. So
All this nice.
I don't know.
it happens to the best of us, I promise. Okay, so you guys coming up the stairs. You come up the stairs, and
I removed Gianna, or I removed Gianna's arm from my arm, and I go,
Oh yeah, no. The moment we got in, done.
just so that I can fucking move and do my shit.
there is
Oh.
a guy who is standing in front of the door that you were told to go into. Looks very much like the dude downstairs.
Gianna.
Let us in.
Here
Compel.
to see Tony.
Okay, and he opens the door.
I love this.
And as he opens the door, Tony looks out at you with a brief moment of hope, because he doesn't know who you are, but he's hoping that whoever's coming through the door is going to save him. And then the person who's yelling at him turns around, and you all get the sense of someone who is unhinged. I actually want all of you to give me a... This is going to be a weird one. And it's possible we'll never do this again if it's too weird. But I'd like for you guys to give me wits and
Insight?
yeah, actually, wits and insight.
Yeah.
Yep,
No,
good
that
call.
makes sense.
Me too.
Nice.
Yes.
D&D
Any
knowledge.
modifiers?
No.
I assume
got it.
not.
I got a 2.
No, I actually care a lot about this, so I'm re-rolling what I can, which is up to the 3 that I have. I have a total of 3 successes.
Dude, we all suck at it.
Okay.
glad I'm not
Gianna, this person is close to frenzy. You can sense their beast, and you can sense that it's about to come out and play.
Come in, I shout at the direction of the window. Like,
Oh.
loud enough that someone outside can hear what I'm saying.
Okay. I'll
The
motion.
Booking it up
Go ahead.
now.
Big Tony
Okay.
cowers behind he actually hides behind the desk. Like the moment that you say that, he goes, ah! And he hides. And the person who is standing there looks at you and says, come the fuck in from what? Get out.
Flashlight.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
really, really, really wish that it worked for you because that would be fantastic.
but it doesn't turn on.
It turns on, but it's just light. You brighten the area.
Pistol.
Okay. I'm activating Abyssal Lash.
Oh yeah. So
That's such a phenomenal instinct, though. Ivan, I feel for you, buddy. But yeah, it doesn't do
Good to
anything in
know.
particular. Yep.
I love Ivan!
I
Okay,
I am-
so we're now in initiative. Isaac, I assume that how were you planning on getting up?
climbing as fast as I can. I also the moment I hear that I'm supposed to be coming up, I activate prowess.
Okay. Give
What is
me
your powers,
strength
Tony?
and athletics. Oh yeah, you could just jump potentially.
I'm pretty sure you can jump, right?
Oh, feet.
I don't have the leaping.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember what you. But Roxy has it. Never mind. That's the person I was remembering.
So athletics and strength, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, and prowess takes
Don't
a
forget
rouse
your
check.
bonuses that you still have.
Yeah, he already did it.
Okay.
But I'm doing it too, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I gain a hunger. Okay, got it.
I have bonuses to my brawl, not the climbing.
I have health.
5 successes. I climb. I think.
Yes, you do. You'll make it there in a turn. So you spend this turn heading up. Okay.
I make noise.
The person who you are talking to is going to spend their turn. Interesting. Hang on one sec. Hey, Throck, are we missing a particular power from this person's sheet? I'm noticing a lack of something. Interesting. Maybe they just don't have it. All right.
Might be a good thing to check, cause I'm pretty sure it matters. I think you're gonna have to be more specific for him.
Yeah. No, it's not that. It's something that. No, hang on. I'm sending you a thing because I need confirmation on this.
So as I'm climbing, I'm making like noise, not just like grabbing onto the wall, but also like growling as I climb. It's not a
Okay,
subtle
cool.
laugh,
That's good. That's what I needed to know. I now have the information that I needed. So they spend their turn growing claws from their hands.
Oh, really?
And
Oh, I don't think I want to use guns anymore.
entering a combat stance and preparing.
Shoot him.
Okay, so Ivan, you used a flashlight. You realized immediately it doesn't work. What else are you doing?
Well, I got one of those guns, right?
Yep. Okay.
Wow.
Dex and firearms.
I should learn how to use
Hit
firearms.
me.
We should all learn.
I can teach
Yeah,
everybody how to use
considering
firearms.
These things, if they work,
If they work, we'll see.
if they work,
work.
Okay.
we
Oh, dear.
fire.
It goes wild and shatters, or hits the wall. Roxy, what are you doing? You're right outside the window. You could easily make it to this person in this round and harm them if you wanted.
Okay. I would like to enter the room. I still have the gun. Can I try to shoot at them?
Yes,
With the
you
gun?
may. Is that? Oh, so that's a bestial failure? Oh, okay. I see. I see. I've gotten so used to ignoring the beast thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So in that case,
Ivan had to step away.
I will wait for Ivan to come back to tell him what
Okay.
happens with that. Roxy, let's continue with your action.
Okay. What am I rolling for this?
Is
Dex
there
and
a
firearms if
modifier?
you're trying to shoot.
If the guy doesn't have the celerity 1, there should be, I believe, a modifier for him not having cover.
Who are you talking about?
The target, he has no cover, so I believe there's a modifier for him being shot at with firearms. Maybe-
Oh, I see what you're saying. Don't worry about it. I've got it on my end. Okay. So, all right. I will keep that in my back pocket. Basically, I need to know what all of your actions are, and then I'll sort of narrate what all happens once I get them all logged. Eddie, what are you attempting to do?
All right, so I was going to shoot, but seeing as how everyone has removed pistols and seeing how close the target is to both the Ductus and the priest, I'm going to have to initiate physically to try to sustain them away.
Uh-huh.
So I am going to grow out claws, and oh wait, would that be my whole turn?
No, I don't think it takes your whole turn.
All right, then I would like to grow out claws, and I want to.
This person is basically like holding their action to wait for someone to come near.
They want to counterattack me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. So I want to grow out my claws, and as I approach, I want to charge. And the room is tight. Are we in like a small room?
Yes, yeah. The room is like 8 by 8.
Okay.
Like there's
So
a desk, a file cabinet, like a small wet bar, and not a couple of chairs.
So what I'd like to do is toss, hook a chair and toss it, and as the chair goes towards them, like leap. You know what I mean, on the other end. So kind of.
Okay, that's a good idea. The chairs are on the other side. This person is between you and loose furniture.
Is there anything within reach of me?
Not really.
Then I take out one of my stakes and fucking throw it at their chest and
Ooh.
haul ass.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
Give me. So that's going to be strength and hang on, probably melee.
I get plus. I have a specialty in staking.
Yes, you do, you cheesy little bastard.
It's how I eat. This is how I eat.
No, I understand. Yeah, give me your roll.
A man's gotta eat, you know.
Strength and melee and a one modifier, right? Oof.
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
I didn't add anything special to that from Ivan's goo because I feel like that's gone by now, right?
Oh no, it's not.
It's
No.
the same night.
It lasts the
No,
night.
it's the same night. Yeah.
Well, then what would I add to that roll?
However many extra dice from that.
Four die.
Four.
Roll 4 more.
Four.
Roll 4 more.
Just roll 4d8,
4d10.
10.
Yeah,
4d10 on top.
We'll see how many are successes. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Okay.
5 more successes.
Hang
12.
on.
Holy Christ.
This
One
was
sec.
Eddie's job. This is what he does.
I may need to.
This is his whole shtick, was taking out targets.
No, you're correct. I may need to open up. Okay.
This shit just got real. Now, I also just got very lucky with the rolls, I think. 'Cause I was like,
Okay. So since we've never done this before, I'm gonna ask
Yes.
you.
yes.
In what way are you throwing the stake? Are you attempting to stake this person?
So I'm throwing it. I'm always, whenever he throws a stake, it's always to the chest. It's always in an attempt to pierce
Okay.
the heart.
So
He can-
then I'm going to take 2 of your successes away
Okay.
because staking is a called shot, which requires a -2. I'd never done one before. You'd never done one before, so
Okay.
it just hadn't come up.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it that way.
So I'm going to take 2 of your successes off of the pool, which still means that you have 9. Yeah, 9.
No, 11.
Yeah,
I
that's
see 8 successes. I see 8 successes, and
plus
then
2 each from the 10s, plus the 7.
oh my god, you're right.
And it's a critical. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know.
plus the original roll was a critical hit.
Yep. Okay. So
That wouldn't have taken away from it.
That said, if it destroys the narrative, I will not kill this person.
I wouldn't have put this person in front of you if it would destroy the narrative if you killed them.
Okay, let's do it.
They just got
also, I want information. So
Okay, so here's what happens. You fucking staked them. Is actually exactly what happened. You just run it and you go, bah! And it almost doesn't matter what else was going to happen. You just immediately torped.
okay, I'm sitting on top of the arms and I'm pushing the stake in so that it does not fall out or come out from the force.
Yeah.
And I'm just securing the body if I
Okay,
can.
well, hang on, because you don't have time for follow-ups yet.
No
We're
problem.
still in the. This person hasn't actually fallen down yet. Like we're
They
still
just-
we're
Yeah,
dilated a little.
That happened.
Okay. Gianna, what are you attempting to do?
Well, the moment I see Eddie having staked her, I am summoning Abyssal Lash, and I am lashing Tony around the neck. I'm not going to squeeze super tight, but I am making sure he cannot move.
Okay, give me your roll for that.
Isaac could always just tug him on the other end.
I got a critical hit too.
Okay. So let me.
Oh
Okay.
dear God.
So you do some amount of damage, not 6
Yeah,
worth,
I'm not
but you
trying
do
to kill
some
him.
amount of damage to Tony. And yeah, you've got him around the neck, and he's like trying to grab at it.
I'm holding him tight enough that he can't go anywhere. Like, completely blocking his breathing. He can still breathe, but, not nicely.
Yeah, he's not doing so hot. Okay. All right. So everything kind of enters time again. So here's what happens. The person falls down on the ground. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. Throck, I tend to roll that stuff on my side. I don't tend to make the NPC rolls public. I've got a little like googly thingy that I'm doing. So okay, so this person falls down on the ground. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, correct. I know it's like
Thank you, Dad.
it's like I'm talking to my boss here. But yeah, with the extra successes and yes. Okay, so wowzers. Sorry, you chumped like an awful lot of beef on this sheet.
I can't believe we just did this.
Just one shot of the fucking sheriff.
Well, and like any less than what you
totally
got
is, yeah.
would have
Oh my
like
God.
literally any less than what you got.
Well, and Ivan and I know
But we're
what
not
just
done yet.
happened.
So,
Oh my God.
Big Tony is like, we're out of rounds unless you
Okay.
don't want to be.
No, I'm walking up to Tony, though, as I continue holding him.
I come through the window.
Yes, you come through the window.
Yeah, you're in. We're good.
Could I yell Isaac door, and I would like to take out my knife
Uh-huh.
and begin to cut off the arms at the joints of this person. Left arm
Oh, God.
first,
I'm not
and
going to
then right
stop
arm.
him.
But just
Yeah, no.
because I know that
Ivan's gonna help.
this
Okay.
is the stake does not mean we won. Just understand, like, and Eddie
Yeah, no, it's
would know this. Like, there's a chance that this motherfucker can get back up. Nope. Like, removing their ability to.
I got the door. Does any doorman of any kind approach us, or can I close it and we're all
I mean,
good?
the doorman let you all in.
yeah. I dominated him to let us in. Just
And
shut the door.
like, and as he turns around, he's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
So he sees the interior of the room.
Yeah, she only gave
Okay.
him one
I
command.
grab him by the throat
Uh-huh.
and one of my hands takes his throat, and my other one takes like the back of his neck, and I want those two things to be separate from each other.
Strength
I actually
and
was going to
brawl.
just tell him to do that.
Strength and brawl.
Bring it in.
You're turning him into string cheese. Strength and brawl.
Really would love one of those butcher knives. That would make this so much easier.
Okay, you.
This is wonderful.
Hi, and welcome to the Sabbat game. Just to
I'm
reiterate
having
a
a
gore
great
warning.
time.
As
Hold
you,
on. What is the? Hold on.
as you pull
Stop.
him,
Horror. 'Cause now
you
we have
you bisect him
comment.
from the throat, front and back, anterior and posterior, just
Isaac, that is not what I meant.
from neck to nuts. He's now in 2 long ribbons of flesh.
I just toss
Eddie, it's
those into
fine.
the office and close the door.
Eddie, it's
All
fine.
right.
Okay. I'm working. That was a joke. I'm not paying attention to that. Me
I
and
am
I'm gonna
Tony.
Do
in
we
my
know who
face.
this is?
Who is this?
don't
Tony?
care.
I wipe my hands
Target
off
possible
of the,
food.
of the doorman and pull out the
Zed,
list.
Yes.
Zed, I am releasing the lash just enough to let him talk.
Okay. And
Who
then,
is this?
Eddie, what are you doing?
I am sawing off the left arm, the right arm, and then the left leg and the right leg
You're
at
turning
the
them into a
joints.
fish. I get it. Roxy, what are you doing?
I wanted to. Did my gun hit? Did I hit him?
You did, and it didn't seem like it did any more damage than your average bullet would.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay.
Isaac, what are you doing?
I'm pulling out the list and handing it to Gianna.
Okay, and Ivan, you are assisting Eddie.
Well, if Eddie has it well in hand,
He does.
then he would turn attention to Big Tony.
He actually has it well in 2 hands.
Hey, Isaac, what did you just say you were doing?
Giving you the list of the list we got from the G-Men.
Okay, good. That'll be perfect. Who is this?
Radiant.
That's a kind of damage in a Dungeons and Dragons game.
What is
I go back to cutting.
Minus 1
I-
XP,
I-
Eddie.
No.
I put the lash back tight on Tony and I turn the list to Ivan. Sheriff.
Eddie, you have a meal.
Yes, I do.
Well, don't wait for it. Eat.
Do we want information or do we not care?
Eat.
And I go into the stomach. Now, actually, here's the thing, Zed. When it comes to him eating this meal, when it comes to eating,
No, Eddie. Arms and legs.
well, I'm removing the arms and legs first.
Yeah, you can eat them.
Just devour the entire thing.
No, I'm going for the organs. The
Fine,
meat.
fine.
Actually,
You like organs better. I get it.
Here's the thing: is I will split the stomach open, this center cavity.
Door warning.
I will gore warning. I will
Oh,
take.
I was doing it again. We just did it in the chat, but I'm doing it again.
I
Talk,
will take-
Eddie.
I will take another stake in hand, go deep up into the cavity, and pierce the heart through the bottom as I remove the other stake, and then so that way it cannot come out. It has basically 2 stakes within it. I will devour the liver. I will devour the kidneys. I will devour everything that I can from the main cavity, and then I will, after staking through the bottom, I will pull the stake out of the top of the chest and slide the heart through the cavity in order to not even risk removing the stake at all.
Okay.
So essentially, a stake is never removed from the heart.
Interesting. So you're eating it like a popsicle. I get you.
Yes, and as I pull, well, like a kebab.
little
And then
Diablerie,
as I
little
pull the heart out.
Okay. So, Eddie, here's what I need you to do.
Yes.
And this is pretty important. Yes, I was literally just looking up the rules, Throck. I got it. But thank you. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to roll several strength checks. Strength plus blood potency.
Okay. And I do want to eat until death.
Blood potency.
Say again?
I want to eat until they are dead.
You're actually... So as you're eating them, you get the sensation that you could eat past the point of their death. As if perhaps you could consume the part of them that makes them who they are.
That is Yes, please. I can eat their soul. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
You're about to commit Diablerie.
Yeah, there are rules for that. Okay, Throck, I need you off of that sheet because I'm literally trying to read it and you're moving things around.
It for Diablerie, multiple people can participate in it, but just one person gets the actual like mechanical thing going on. So we eat elders. I am helping to eat the elder.
Okay.
Oh, I will help too
I was
then.
gonna
I am
say
eating.
everyone bounce in on this.
No.
Well, hang on. What are you
No, you
doing
won't.
with Big Tony? Who's, I mean,
I'm leaving him on the lashes we eat.
okay.
Yeah.
No, so the minute that you said that Eddie eat the food, I begin to eat the food, and if anyone gets near him, he starts lashing at them. Like at this point,
Here,
he's
Eddie.
not. This is not like kind of. He's a little bit like like territorial.
Eddie,
I take a
as a pack.
Yep. Okay, so
Strengthen all of us. Blech.
Eduardo, make a strength plus resolve test. You're actually going to make 4 of them, so if you want, you can just roll 4 right in a row.
So I click on strength and add my resolve.
Yes.
So roll strength and resolve. Any modifiers?
No.
Okay. So there's 1. I do this 4 times.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that if you get less than 3, you might want to spend willpower on it. Okay, do it again. Oh, 1 more.
Oh, I do one more.
Come on,
Okay.
come on.
One more.
It's a
4
total of
rolls.
4 because I only see 3 here.
No problem. I didn't. I thought it was 3.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
Give me your
All
soul.
right, motherfucking yes. Okay. There should be like, man, I wish we had some kind of like a thing to play, like a graphic or something for a Diablerie. Or like, or like when you, like when, like a jackpot at a fucking, yeah. One
Or
of
like
Bandit.
fatality, but
Apparently
instead it's
now
Diablerie.
path plus blood potency versus resolve plus blood potency.
Hang on one
I have
sec.
2 blood potency if that matters.
Hang
I
on,
Dude,
hang
you
on,
just
hang
barely
on.
have
Actually-
better blood potency than we do. That's good.
I
So,
also have
well, first, no matter what happens, you gain 1 point of inhumanity.
Yeah.
So whether
Nice.
you succeed this next test, no matter what, you gain a point of inhumanity.
I have already added it.
Okay. Now I need you to roll your inhumanity plus your blood potency as a dice pool.
Okay. So I see humanity has a dice under it, so I click that.
Because your inhumanity was 4, so now it's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. And then I add the modifier for it would be how
2.
many blood potency I have? 2.
Yeah.
Willpower
Okay.
reroll.
And then hang on. Unless this person totally
have
sucks, you're not going to get a whole ton out of it, unfortunately.
Can
You
you
should
roll that with
spend
willpower?
willpower. You should spend willpower on that.
All right.
Willpower and
Will
reroll a 3. of the
WP
dice.
reroll and
Yeah.
a dice roll dice 3.
Yeah, you have at least
Yeah.
3 you failed, so.
Wow.
Can I do it again?
Normally, no. I'm going to let you for this.
All right. Do I get rid of one of my willpower?
Oh, like spend a permanent? No.
Okay.
How many willpower rerolls do you have left?
I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 willpower.
I will allow you to spend 1 more, but that's it. If that doesn't work.
Guys, I'm
Come on,
trying.
come on.
Fuck, really?
Nope.
God damn.
That is statistically unlikely, but
I'm sorry, guys.
it's okay.
That's all right.
So hang on.
Love
So-
you, Eddie.
So hang on, because here's what I need to do. So I need to figure out. So there.
Still get on the eating part.
So
The
4
soul part. It's
plus
confused.
their 4. So hang on. So I need to roll.
And there are a ton of rules that you have to get through to get anything.
Oh yeah, I'll make this one. Yeah, I actually don't totally agree with all these, but we're gonna try.
The game is written
Um,
for humanity, not inhumanity.
Not for this. This is
Boo.
supposed to be very, very
Okay,
fun.
so they got 1, 2. They only got 1 more, but they did get
They
1
only
more.
got 3.
Yeah. I will let you. Here's what I'll let you do. If you really fucking want to, I will let you spend a permanent willpower to try one more time.
That means I can never get this back.
Unless you buy it back with XP.
You'd be down to 5 willpower.
It'd be worth it, though.
I'm gonna try it. I already got rid of the one willpower.
Come on. And just to reroll 3 of them?
Yep.
Are you? That's fucking stupid.
Oh.
That cost me a fucking thing. It sucks. Oh well.
Hang on. What the hell is happening here?
What has happened? Wait,
Whoa.
No,
what?
that's me. I'm just playing around with the system because I'm annoyed by it. So I was just making sure it even could roll successes, which it can do. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
All right.
But them's the breaks. So here's what happens. So first off, mark off that willpower that you just spent permanent on.
I now have 5.
So you do not get to immediately raise your blood potency. Although, well, no, here's what happens is you... Interesting. Okay, here, I'm just going to read what it says, and so that you know what I'm looking at. And for anyone following the home game, it's on page 235.
Throck says feel free to adjust to what you think is fair, though.
Okay, because I think that's bullshit. So let's go backwards a little bit.
You want it to be, if I got rid of my permanent one, then I can make that a success because it's permanent.
Yeah, that's fine. Here's what I'm gonna say. You spent your 3, you spent your permanent willpower. I'm gonna give you 1 extra success beyond what they had. Okay.
Okay.
So what you get is 5 XP that you can immediately spend on increasing your blood potency to a maximum of their blood potency, which was 4. Okay.
So
Damn.
Listen, do not interrupt me. Listen. Or you can spend it on any disciplines known by that person. Which, if you would like to know, I can tell you.
Can we do this out of game so I can actually discuss it?
Yes, we can do this out of game.
Okay, let's do it.
Actually, no, we can't because it might affect whatever happens next.
Okay, shit.
So,
all right.
Ed, I have our sheet up. What are the disciplines?
So the disciplines this person has that you could potentially learn are Protean, Animalism, Celerity, Obfuscate, Potence, and Vicissitude.
Okay, you can't go that fast. That's not fair. Protean. Animalism.
Celerity, Obfuscate, Potence, Vicissitude.
And what does this mean? What does this mean?
Okay, so Protean, Animalism, Celerity, Obfuscate,
So that 5 XP you have,
yes,
you could spend immediately on learning like one of those disciplines or on raising your blood potency.
Okay. If you learn one of those disciplines, which do you get to choose which of the...
Yes,
you only get level 1, I assume, right?
Well, you only get however much you've got the XP for at the time.
So that 5 XP goes towards spending it. So this is considered an out-of-clan discipline, right?
So here's the thing, because it's a little unclear exactly how this works in the book. Like, it says you get 5 XP to spend immediately, right? But it doesn't say that you can't put extra XP in. Nor does it say that you could. Like, it's just blank on it in the book.
It's nebulous.
Yes. I'm going to say that you can spend extra XP on it if you would like to, but you have to do it at the moment of. You can't go back later and say, oh, well, I would like to spend some XP on that thing now that I have some. It's just based on what you happen to have available at the time.
I only have 13 XP right now.
That brings you to 18.
Yeah, so you have 18 that you could spend immediately on raising your blood potency to a maximum of 4, or on learning one
of those
of their disciplines. And I'm going to say only one of their disciplines. You'd have to pick one.
But do I learn all the levels that they had?
No. You have to buy the levels.
You still have to buy
That
the levels.
out of clan cost, right?
Correct.
And the bonus and the advances to having higher blood potency or what? Like, I don't even really understand what that does. Is that good?
Yes.
Having more blood potency, is that like, am I now the dopest
If you
bitch in
get
town?
high enough,
Or
you
like,
essentially
well, not.
get advantage on rouse checks.
Yeah.
There is literally, other than XP, no other way to raise your blood potency. I don't even think you can normally.
It takes 30 XP.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, you don't.
Well, you
have-
can't. You can't afford it, right?
Yeah, so we
No.
can't do that one.
Do you
But
have
you can
protein?
get, what, 2 levels
Of something?
so
of
I-
something.
So I cannot raise my blood potency because I still don't have enough XP. You still need
Correct.
for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
my understanding.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So eating someone, Diablerizing someone gives you 5 XP. With that 5 XP,
Yes.
you can either spend it towards getting more blood potency or towards getting whatever, which is
Correct.
normally what you would do anyway.
Correct.
You have to spend it immediately.
But you have to do it right now.
Yeah,
Do you
and
have protein?
I do. I have.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me look at my sheet. I have 2 points in protean.
you don't have obfuscate.
I do not have obfuscate. That's what I was
You
actually
turn
looking at
invisible.
to
You can
understand.
get level 2.
And I can sneak up on people. It was.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
sorry,
go
Zed. I'm sorry for taking up so much time.
No,
It-
you're okay.
It was obfuscate, potence, protean, celerity. Was that the other one?
Animalism and celerity, correct.
Animalism is dumb. I turn into dogs or something. I definitely don't want that. Celerity is like I'm super fucking fast, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
one that
obfuscate
lets
is I'm
me dodge
super
bullets.
fucking quiet.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, both of those are so dope. Oh no.
But others can teach you celerity.
I can teach.
Or
you-
obfuscate. We have an obfuscate.
Yeah, I could teach him up.
And I mean, you could. Oh.
You know what? Actually, here's what I'm going to tell
I
you.
hate this. This is the part
Hey,
that takes me
pause,
forever in
pause,
video games.
pause,
Yeah.
pause. I don't like the Diablerie rules. I'm going to talk them over with the STs. I'll get back
Okay.
to you on exactly what you can do. Because the more I'm reading this over, the more I don't like it. This is the first time we've encountered it. So this is the first time it's come up.
Sabbat.
Of course. and I'm reading through it. I think it's bullshit. So I'm going to talk to the STs. So don't spend anything right now. We'll say that you can.
All right.
In the downtime, you'll have to before the next game, but that'll be it. But in the in
problem.
the interest of finishing this up, let's just start moving.
Zed,
Now,
have a
I
question.
see your hand. Hang on. So yeah. So right now, don't worry about it. We'll come back to this in between time. Okay.
I'm gonna write down.
So yeah, Gianna.
Is Eddie the only one who gets the benefits?
Yes, he is.
And that's what I was verifying and making sure,
Correct.
since
Yeah.
he was the one who went through the whole process.
Do we go down in
Also, guys-
hunger?
Hey guys,
Yeah, you're all full. You're all down to hunger 0. And here's what I do want to tell you additionally, is that Eddie, you one thing you do need to be aware of is that your aura is marked. Now, this won't make much of a difference for you in most cases, but it is something to be aware of that for the next year, your aura is marked. Anyone who looks at your aura can see that you have Diablerized.
That I have Diablerized.
Yes.
Well, if I have any say in it, this will not be the last time, because this was some good shit.
Question.
Yeah.
Does this change Eddie's generation?
Again, I'm going to talk to the
Okay,
STs.
cool. Got it,
Yeah,
got it.
I don't want to talk about the mechanics of Diablerie because I'm looking at
Cool.
them and they're fucked up if you ask me. So that's fine. We'll talk about them later and we'll come back and figure out what makes sense.
Aside from I'm sorry to interrupt you. Aside from the 5 XP, is there any change that I make right now?
No, and in fact, I don't want you to mark that XP in your main XP spot.
I'll get
Like
rid of it.
make it clear that it's some kind of
I'll put it in
like
my notes.
separate pool. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so you guys,
also guys, we ate the sheriff.
but you did not eat Fat Tony.
Yeah.
Or
Oh
Big
no,
Tony.
I still.
Still.
So Big Tony's chilling. Well, not chilling. He's in fact
oh, no,
panicking.
He's not chilling.
As you guys are doing that, like, and you could kind of hear him, but you're all sort of in your little like "we're eating, don't bug us" kind of moment. And he's like, "Oh my God, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh no, I squeezed. Yeah.
What the? What? Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Stand
pop
up.
his head off.
No.
Oh no, no. Okay, well no, I'll wait. No, we were gonna get some info out of him and then tear him to shreds and put him on the front door of his own club.
I walk over to him and grab his like left arm and just bring his sleeve up and clean my face.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Fuck.
does he have a pocket square?
Yes, he does.
Perfect. Ivan would take that and just
Or
dab.
you're all
as
being
well.
dainty now.
Oh no,
Not
I
me, not me.
blood and
Okay.
everything all over my face.
What do you want? Who are you?
Tony.
What do you want?
Shh. If you're calm, you might survive this.
That motherfucker Benny sent you, didn't he? He's downstairs right now. He's gonna kill the little bastard. What do you? Who?
You think you're gonna kill him? Oh, you
Who
think
do you
you're gonna
answer
kill
to?
him Never again.
I answered to my boss.
Who is?
He gives you an Italian name that I haven't thought of at the moment yet.
Excellent. And who is his boss?
Nico Conti.
Look on the list. Is there a Nico on the list?
There is not.
And who does Nico answer to?
Italy, the big boss. I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
You should think very hard. Your life might depend on it.
I'm already dead. I know that. I just watched what you did to Radiant.
Who does Nico answer to?
He tells you, hang on. Nico answers to Italy.
And who does Italy answer to?
Italy!
He has no idea.
Oh.
Tell me, who is your lieutenant you like the least?
That fucking asshole Mickey.
What do you not like about Mickey?
Mickey Vespucci. Because I fucked his wife and he got pissed.
Where is Mickey?
I don't know. Out doing fucking bullshit rounds. I knocked him down to just a fucking bag boy.
Sounds like our man.
Gianna,
Mm-hmm.
make him write something up so that he promotes Mickey to lieutenant.
You will write a going away letter and promote Nikki to your position. Mickey will be in your spot. Write it.
I'm gonna need some fucking paper. And can I sit down?
I put him in a chair.
Ugh. Pulls out paper. He writes a letter. It says, I, Big Tony, say Mickey is now my job. I'm going. Bye, Big Tony. Scrawled in big letters. Here!
That's
Excellent. Now, how do we get Mickey here?
I don't fucking know. Call him.
What's the number?
5. I don't fucking know. I don't like him. I don't talk to him. I fucked
What
his
is his
wife.
number?
I don't fucking know, lady.
What is his wife's number?
60 fucking 9.
Oh. It was a joke.
You order him to do something that he can't do. He gets to respond however he wants to.
Okay, cool, fine. I tighten a little bit. The lash on his neck, I tighten it a little bit.
We need to leave.
Right then, I think that, let's see, I need your logbook. You keep a journal, you keep records.
Yeah, I do, but like I can't.
Where?
In the desk, bottom drawer on the right, onto the
There we
false
go.
bottom.
Take the book out. It's a ledger.
Ledger.
Yeah. You better fucking kill me, because if you leave me alive, I'm just gonna be dead anyway.
Fair enough, kill him.
Dead.
How do you want him?
Ivan,
You wanted
Can
him
we
in certain pieces,
cut off all the limbs.
torn or cut.
Ah, yes, no, we need to take this one with us.
Oh,
And take
outside.
that body as well.
Ivan.
No, I have an idea for this body.
Ivan, we were imitating the killer, remember?
I know, that's why I need to take it with us, so I can do it properly.
But we need to dump it here, out the window. Blame it on Radiant.
Take it out the window into the alley. I will do this properly.
Do
Which
it.
body? Radiant's body?
Do whatever you want. That one is yours. This is your trophy. Oh.
I take out my knife and I carve K.S. into the wall above Radiant's body. Okay.
K.S.
With us.
What does that mean?
Kinslayer.
You might want to take more of those, pointing to your necklace. Always take a trophy.
No. The Kinslayer never did, so I won't. I took these because they were special.
Right. I will climb out and try and climb down. Maybe Roxy could help me because
Sure.
I'm decent enough at climbing, but climbing while carrying a body is difficult.
Eddie.
Yeah, do you want me to carry it down?
He's a heavy person, so I think together we'd probably get him
Okay.
down
Fair enough.
the alley.
Yes.
Are we covered in blood, by the way?
Oh yeah. Oh
I
my
am.
god, yes.
Okay.
Like head to toe. It looks like a. It looks like you had an accident with a soup truck.
What were you saying, Gianna? You're muted.
Yeah, I can't hear you at
You're
all.
muted.
No.
There you go.
There you are.
There you
There
are.
you go.
Okay. Can we take Radiant's body with us?
No.
There actually isn't much of the body.
Yeah, it's
There's like bits
It's a
and
husk.
pieces.
The only reason I say is because we're trying to blame this. I want to blame this on her. I want others to feel like it was her who did this.
No. After I did that, you can't. And I point to the KS. I'm sorry, I didn't know that was your intention.
All right, it was yours.
get out of here, quick.
Okay.
Keep this in mind for the next one, though.
So we bring.
Mhm.
Are there any rolls we need to do to bring the body of Big Tony down to the alley?
Well, it depends. Are you going through the club or out the window?
We're going out the
Window.
window.
Out the
Roxy
window.
and I will work together and bring it.
Then
Yeah, can-
I don't need any rolls from you for that.
Cool.
You guys make it out. You make it to your truck, or to your car, rather, to the cab. I assume you put Big Tony's bits in the cab.
Oh, no. In the alley, Ivan is going to replicate the serial killer.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
Heard about it on the radio with the Paramount executive.
And then we're booking it. Get out of there
Yep.
before people see all of the blood everywhere
Yeah.
and go home.
Okay. Done and done. Okay. That's it. That's it for today. You guys make it home. You go to bed. The sun comes up. You feel
We had
successful.
buffalo wing fingers all night.
Oh my god, you have buffalo wing everything.
Dirty buffalo wing fingers.
What I care about is if the guy is still alive, the prisoner.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's quite alive actually.
Oh.
And when you guys get
Nice.
back, Sebastian's actually singing him a Russian children's lullaby.
Oh,
As he's like gently caressing his forehead around his eyebrows, and he's just like sitting over there singing and
All making little
checking
tiny
on him.
changes.
Yeah.
He's practicing.
Very good, Sebastian.
Thank you, boss.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Being called boss, Ivan just gives an eyebrow.
Mister, sorry. Okay.
And we
Yeah.
all go Betty bye.
And that is the end of today's session.
Good
There's-
God.
So,
We have a map, we have a list, and we have the heart of an elder.
He fucking ate the sheriff.
that was fucking cool, man. Oh, shit.
Wow.
All of those, the criticals, that was the only reason they dropped that fast.
yeah, that actually, like, you needed literally every success you got, or
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have been an actual fight.
Oh yeah, this, you know what? It reminds me of when Gianna dominated Zhao, where it's like, oh, you're gonna try to do what? Oh, like, well, you're gonna have to roll like 100. I rolled 100. Well, fuck. Like,
I rolled 100.
just the nature of this goddamn game and how it works. Like, That was awesome. That was a
Okay.
lot. That was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Feeling a little better, guys? Feeling a little better?
Yes, this was a lot.
So I want to point
This is
out,
a lot.
this was where we were working towards this whole
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
But I understand, and I'm glad that we're pushing forwards in obvious fashion. Let's do some quick ups and downs and plugs, and then we got to go because I got other shit I got to do. I'm sure you guys got other shit you got to do. And yeah, so let's start off with the man of the day, Eddie. Up, down, plug.
Loved it. It was very busy. We had a lot to do and we did a lot. And I loved that. I love that we almost had to budget our time because there was so much to get done in one night. I had a great time. I love that I got to Diablerie someone. Downs, nothing really. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I forgot that we were doing the serial killer thing. So when I did the KS thing, I was like, shit, I forgot that we were supposed to blame it on the serial killer. I totally forgot. I apologize. I just had the KS thing in my mind.
We're making up a serial killer. It's been one death so far. We're making even up that idea.
Yeah.
Making it up. We were just like, oh, let's copycat a thing. Man.
And nomination. You know what? Honestly, for the nomination, I loved A, Ivan's interrogation, and B, for no other reason but then when Gianna went, fight for me, and made these two people for no fuck off reason beat the piss out of each other in an alley. I love the simplicity of it.
That was my messy critical.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, we only need one of them. Tell the other one to go away. No. It's way more of a mess, but totally like it. So yeah, so that was my shit. I had a great time though. This is awesome.
Fantastic. Plugs, where can people find you?
Oh yeah, so I am Evan Jennings, right, on Twitter.
Evan Jennings 64.
Is that your name?
On Twitter. Who are you? And I am Evan Jennings, and I do on YouTube. We do our own D&D on Beyond EMH is what the channel's called. And yeah, I think that's just about it. It's all I can remember right now.
Cool. I'd like to go to Roxy next.
Okay. So I am Amanda. I play Roxy, and I can be found on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at Jumi of Diamonds. My up for this session was I feel like we did a whole heck of a lot. I feel like we got so much done, and it felt so good to do it. I don't have a down. I really, really, really like this whole session. This was really great. My nomination goes to Gianna for the Fight Me. I loved that.
Do you have any plugs for yourself? Where can we find you?
I said it. I'm at
right.
Jumi of Diamonds. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Isaac.
Up would be that we have leads to follow, and I'm super excited for all that. I got to kill people and do what my character is good for. We were like, hey, make sure no one sees us. Oh, someone saw us. And yeah, I liked that we have we've killed a member of the Camarilla now, and we haven't with their minions. We're starting at the bottom, but we didn't start at the bottom with the Camarilla. I'm very excited about that. Down is not a down for me, but it's a down for the character. Isaac just thinks you all talk too much. move on to the next thing faster, but yeah. And nomination, I think it's probably Eddie for being able to do Diablerie and just an amazing attack and taking him down that easily. I'm super excited for
taking them down that luckily.
Luckily, yes. Luckily. In the future, it will be more difficult, but also if I'm there, I can maybe help, like hold their arms or something and help you. Maybe together we can make something happen. But I'm super excited about that. We've killed an elder. Yeah, I'm very excited. And plugs, I am Shogun117 on Twitter, and I run several games here. You can look at the schedule here. That's it.
And please do check out that schedule. Alrighty, I'm gonna go to Ivan.
Hey everybody, I'm Capcheck or at Captain Jake Cross on the Twitters, and wow, the ups was basically just the whole damn session. Like it was just hit after hit after hit after hit, and we have like just so much to go on now. We have crates we get to crack open of our own to figure out whatever's in there. We have an agent that we get to indoctrinate. We have a dead elder, like one of the heavy hitter elders, no less. And we can start like putting people into place and just holy crap. So yeah, just tons and tons and tons of ups. Downs, no, they're nothing. But as for nomination, I actually want to give mine to Isaac, just for you are excellent at playing. You are tired of all our bullshit talking. Let's just get shit done. And you just pull it off really, really well. And it's great. Like character wise, it's fantastic. I love it.
Awesome.
But you can also see like that loyalty to the pack that's in there, just kind of being like,
yeah, this could go so much faster. Isaac, by the way, I think I missed it. Did you have a nomination?
Eddie.
Eddie, that's right. Thank you.
The whole deal there. Yeah.
And then finally, Gianna.
Hi, I'm Portia. You can find me on the internet on Twitter as Mrs. OG Croncron. Add an underscore between the Mrs. and the OG, and you find my Instagram, which is really what I actually do. Dear God, this session was so many things that we have been talking about crammed all into one. We ended last game in a panic, in an absolute shit, we're fucked. All of us talking the whole week, just going like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And to be in this place after all of that is insane. Like the flip in one game is just like, dear God, not only do we have information, we have a map, we have a list, and we took down the sheriff. Like, I don't know about you guys. Ivan and I know what happened in the Cam game. We know what was happening right before this scene.
whoops.
And the fact that we did this is going to throw so many wrenches, and I'm so excited to see it happen. I really actually love to see this interaction between the games and the fallout from it. Same thing really as everybody else. I don't really have so much of a down. Like, we all get too excited maybe and try to talk over each other. I think that's the only thing that I can even maybe say, is that we're so into this that we accidentally talk over each other. But I'm just as much to blame on that, if not mostly. My nomination though, like, I'm so torn. We had so many good moments in this game. Like, I think though, I agree with Ivan. Like, I want to give it to Isaac. Like, it's in those few moments of seeing that loyalty fight his instinct to do something. Or, the stupid little, here's this stupid drunk sailor in the back messing with his ductus and he's pissed. Like, those little moments are so cool to me. And
that was awesome. Crushing his head because I don't like him.
I'm crushing his head. I don't like him. So thank you very much for that, because that brings Isaac even more to life. So I love our pack.
Fantastic. Okay, so hi, I'm Zed. I am the ST of this particular part of the game. I just want to let everybody know that if you want to catch some more, the Camarilla game is on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is on this channel. The Anarch game is on Soul Bear RPG on Tuesdays at 8:30 Eastern Time. And yeah, as far as finding me online, I mean, I am on Twitter at ZX, just like it says on my little window there. Or you can find me on the various things on Discord and such. Primarily though, I would like to give a couple quick shout outs first off to So Nerdwear, because once again, I'm currently wearing a shirt. Oh yes, and she's got a mug, and I've got a mug. I've got a. Yep. So Nerdware, check them out. You get 10% off your order of sweet merch if you use the code WELCOME.
The info's in the chat.
The info's in the chat, and there will soon be a Dalewood Oleomargarine shirt.
Dalewood Oleomargarine.
Just saying, that's gonna be pretty special. Ups and downs for me this week. Ups, everything. Down, technical shit, book shit. The technical issues just couldn't be avoided. I couldn't figure out what the problem was. We dropped a couple hundred more frames overall, but it's still 0.2% of our total thing. So I don't know what the fuck was happening. As far as the book shit, I don't like those Diablerie rules. I'm gonna be talking them over with the STs. I just don't like them. I don't like how they work out.
2, 4.
I don't want to get more into the whys and wherefores at the moment.
32,
Yeah,
34.
I can see why they are the way they are. But I'm not a fan.
37.
So, beyond that, oh my god, that's our kill count. Nice.
Yeah, our kill count is 37 total. One vampire,
Nice.
36 humans.
And realistically, out of those humans, I think 4 are ghouls.
Well,
Oh,
For
okay.
whatever that's worth for you.
I mean, it's they were tied to some vampire, so I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of important.
Okay, so as far as XP is concerned, everybody gets 6 except for Gianna and Isaac, who each get 7. And then I would like to also point out that Eddie, the XP that you get from this session, depending on the rules that we work out, I'll let you know more later. But remember that you have 13 plus 5 that you could spend on your benefits from the Diablerie. You cannot spend the XP that you get at the end of the session on it.
Okay, let me write that down.
Yeah.
I'm writing it in the Google sheet as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I just want to make that clear. Unless I decide some other fucking thing, which I don't know, we'll see. Otherwise, we're gonna throw it over, and honestly, I kind of want to throw it over to the great Haley, which is sort of a gaming channel, but Haley has done some gaming with us. She took part in the charity stream, for example, for Trans Lifeline. Oh, speaking of which, I nearly forgot. Rainbow Railroad, please send them donations. The link is in the banner down below. But yeah, so I'm going to throw it on to the great Haley to give her some raid love, unless someone else has a better suggestion. But Haley's been pretty cool. She's just having a chat day right now, but she was pretty sweet in the Paranoia game that I played with Throck a little while ago. Okay, so let me just type this out. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm kind of mad at our technical problems from the beginning because this was such a great game for anybody who
Honestly,
listened
it didn't
with
take
us.
away a lot though. It's still,
No, not for
it still
us.
flowed good. I thought it still was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, I think I think it'll come up a little bit better later. All right, so have fun, everybody. We'll see you next week. Same Fang time, same Fang channel. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aye.
Bye.
Bye. Now we gotta yell raid.
Oh, God.
Raid.
Raid.
Oh,
Man, that was crazy.
holy crap.
Man, that was crazy.
I am so sweaty.
Zed, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very
Camerona's
much.
going to be so happy that we did this job for them, basically.
We basically took care of their problem for them.
Yeah, they didn't really like rating it.
No, you did you watch the Camarilla stream?
The reason,
No.
And you have no idea. Though Ivan or anybody has anybody read any of the information about Prince Landerhaven? Okay, for spoiler reasons, don't. I
Cool.
have, and I know a whole nother layer to this that's going to cause us problems. But I'm so excited to see what those problems cause us.
I love though that you were like, who is this? And like none of us even fucking know who it is. It's like, what the fuck ever? Like cut her